Hello and welcome to DnD Riiga, session 66. We have the end of a battle to clean up. The summary today is going to be done by Virgil and Daz. So I'm going to unmute you guys. And we can get straight into it.
Good evening, listeners. When you last left us, we were on a boat And all right,
Don't
so
stop.
we were on a boat. We'd paused mid-combat in last session. So we were on the upper deck of a boat that we are checking out for presence of slavers. At the end of the last session, an alarm was raised and more people on the boat spilled out. So there were more slavers. And also present on this boat was Meridas, who is the head of the slaving ring, the Vermeer, who is the Vermeer, who is one of the mayor's operatives. So this combat continued against those ones. The Vermeer surrendered, and Meridas was brought down and captured. So we have captured both of those and killed the remaining slavers. 2 slavers have escaped the boat and are swimming around somewhere in the harbor. Then Ra'aten and 2 Eba soldiers showed up. Ra'aten attempted to board the boat and was met with a volley of arrows and tried to flee. Then, with his soldiers, 1 soldier stayed back to try and stop us from leaving the boat. The other 2, the soldier and Ra'aten, tried to leave to warn the mayor about this, because this boat, the ship Vamira, belongs to the mayor. During that struggle, we had Daz, who can sprint very fast, Spiral, who can sprint very fast, and Ruha, who can turn into an animal. Doesn't come up very often, but Ruha can turn into an animal. Chase down the remaining ones, with others providing support with arrows. During that, we managed to bring down one of the guards unconscious, and Aylma managed to kill Ra'aten, who is currently dying by the looks of things, and is now being carried by Azan back towards the boat. I don't think there's anything I've missed.
Well, Daz or anyone else, you want to add anything to that?
So, after Ra'at was shot, there was still one guy, or one of the guys that came with Ra'at left that was going to go run and tell the mayor what's happening. Satsuka, as well as Ruha, went and chased him down. And between the 2 of them, they were able to bring him down just to the brink of death, in which Satsuka punched him and knocked him out. Which I think he was the only one that we killed non-lethally or took down non-lethally other than Meridas.
Yeah, that's right. All right, anyone else?
Chosen one.
He's the chosen one.
Yeah. I mean, there are some minor details. So yes, I would like to mention that this fight was heavily influenced by brilliant positioning from Azan, and also heavily disadvantaged as the positioning from Ruha, who, despite being the wise man, chose to be near the ledge and has gotten thrown overboard. And also another person willingly threw themselves overboard, that is Alina, in an attempt to chase after an oil bottle, I believe, a flask. So, yeah. We have swimmers in the party.
Good choices.
Yes.
All right.
That's it.
They weren't really anything to do with the plot, but they were pivotal moments, you could say.
Do we have control yet?
If everyone's done adding things onto the summary, then yes. Okay, so to be more specific, just so we all remember, up here, Azan and Ra'aten and these 3 figures over here are actually off to the left on the street where there were people, but now everyone's pretty much fled. So it's empty for a medium distance. This is the end of combat, and I imagine a bunch of people want to do stuff simultaneously. So I'd like to know, first of all, which people want to act pretty much as fast as possible at the end of this combat.
Alma will be going to Ra'aten as soon as possible.
Yep. Anyone else?
Satsuka will be trying to drag this guy back over to the ship as quick as possible to get him out of the view of the general public.
Yep.
I think Ruha would just help with that.
As a wolf or as a person?
As a wolf, which,
Yep.
yeah, I would be able to do more easily.
Got sparkles. Level 7. Thanks for following. Enjoy the game.
Oh, wait, no, wait. While Sasuke's doing that, can I have a little look-sees on the dock?
You want to check the street while Satsuki... Okay, yep.
Yes.
Alina?
Huh?
You're in the
Probably
water?
getting out of the water.
Trying to get out of the water? Caleb?
Yes.
Try to drag that guy that's beside me to back onto the ship.
Sure. And Zahn?
I mean, I'm just going back to the ship.
Okay. Was it you that knocked out Ra'aten with a staff?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
You said he died.
Just checking.
No, I mean,
Knocked
are you asking about? I assumed you're asking about Meridas because Ra'aten is technically dead.
Are you talking about Meridas there, Trey?
This guy.
But I...
Which-
Never mind.
Talking about this guy. I'm just trying to
No,
remember
he got shot.
why Azan
got
was
shot
standing
by
next to him. Okay.
He got shot by Aymar, and the cleaning up got done. So the only thing I had to do was pick up the body.
Yeah, okay.
Nobody else was left.
Okay, so it doesn't sound like anybody's doing anything which conflicts with one another. So let's get the easy stuff out of the way first. So, Alina, you're trying to get back up onto the pier? Are you trying to climb up where you are, or are you making your way to the ladder?
I believe I already tried this. I'll just go swim around.
Sure. All I'll need is an athletics check just to ensure you can keep swimming.
Yeah.
And if you succeed on this one, then you are... Yep. So you're good to get out of the water just fine.
With that nice armor.
Yeah, she's
Breastplate.
not in heavy. Caleb, you can drag the guy onto the boat just fine. I'm going to assume that you're putting the plank back to where you can easily access it.
Yes.
Okay, you can drag him on just fine. Nothing stops you from doing that. Satsuka, you can start dragging that guy. Ruha, make a check as a direwolf.
Well, that's a perception check, correct?
Yep, if you are looking.
Yes.
Do direwolves have dark vision?
I must check.
Because it is getting a little dark.
No.
No? Okay, we'll just go with the 10. There are definitely people. You see like one or two figures running down the dock, like well out of reach. There's definitely nobody within the vicinity who seems to be approaching or like guards watching or anything like that. The people you see are either far away enough that they haven't noticed anything, or they're like running away, and at this point people don't know where they're running from. They're like drunk people running down the dock or something. So there isn't a huge amount of there isn't any public panic that concerns you at this point. Just very minor stuff.
Okay. What I'm gonna do is... Okay, I guess I'll wait for the group to meet up.
So you're heading
Yes.
back to the ship?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Sure thing. Azani, you're just walking back to the ship as well?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have Caleb brings the body on. Alina...
One quick thing though.
Yeah.
Given that I noticed that Ratten is still breathing, right? I'd like to make a quick check on his condition, if possible. Just because I came with the assumption that I'm going to carry over a dead body, and suddenly the guy is still pumping the blood.
Sure, give me a medicine check as Aylmar is running your way.
Yep.
The guy's pumping the blood actively.
Actively.
3.
Yes. The heart hasn't stopped.
A 3?
Yes. A good number,
So-
I think.
There's
Yes, Giga Chat.
there's a lot of rain. It's really hard to see his wounds specifically. He's still, from what you can see standing over him, he's
Oh, I'm carrying. I already picked him up.
Oh,
just saying.
okay, yep.
That was my last action. I already picked him up.
From what you can tell, he's like, he could just be writhing or twitching as bodies sometimes do in their death throes.
I see. Well, then I'm just going. Yeah, I'm just going to ignore it. And
Okay,
sure, looking at Aemar, I guess I'm gonna wait until I
so
can see him running.
just for convenience, I'm going to bring you both onto the same
Yeah.
map. I'm going to say Satsuka and Riha. I'll just sort all this out to get it out of the way first. Alina, are you going back onto the ship or are you staying on the pier? There's Meridaz here
Yes,
unconscious
I'm
still.
heading- Oh, I'll carry him up then. Since
Sure.
no one else is. Yes. Take him to.
Why do you have that oh, that's the mask. Okay.
Yes.
Taking Meridaz onto the boat. Satsuka can take the guy on. Riha, are you going on the boat?
I quit Roll20 LVRV.
Sure, okay, we'll see you soon, I guess.
It's an illegal move. That's an illegal move.
You can't kill me if I'm not in game. Okay,
Yeah.
Aylmar, you come rushing up. Azan has Ra'atan over his shoulders.
Azan, give him to me, please.
He's just a bit twitchy. Nothing's wrong with
Please.
him. I mean,
Now.
all right. All right. Yeah, you can have him. Don't have any attachment to the body, so I'm just gonna hand it over. Yeah, sure.
Okay, Aylmar, what are you doing?
I will take Ra'atan's body,
Yep.
because I'm carrying it now.
Mm-hmm.
And how long would it take me to actually walk back onto the boat? Like 20 seconds? 10 seconds? With him.
Like 10 to 20, yeah.
I'll take the 10 seconds to walk back up onto the deck with his body before I lay him down.
Okay. Move this nobody out of the way.
I'll also tell the rest of the party, just in case we've attracted any attention, move any dead bodies or unconscious people off the decks. Get them into rooms. People can't see them. And now I'll attend to Ra'atan.
I do this.
Sure. Ra'atan,
I would also say to Ruha, stop being a wolf. It's more it's attracting attention.
He says.
I don't think that's a wolf.
What an articulate.
I think that's a
wall.
monkey.
I'll kneel down next to Ra'atan.
Ra'atan is still sort of moving. At a glance, he's done for, but he has a bit of energy left in him.
Actually, could I come just slightly out of the rain with him? Is that too much of an ask? A tile that way? Just out of the pelting rain.
Yeah, that's why I moved you against it. I'm going to say that there's a slight overhang, and you've got him up against the wall. Like, under
Mental.
this slight overhang.
Can you hear me?
He... Actually, how are you positioning him?
Sitting up against the wall, I was going to put him.
Okay. So you prop him up against the wall, and his head kind of rolls from side to side.
I'll support his head.
You, alright. Grab hold of his head. Ilmar. You idiot.
I wasn't trying to kill you, but you really left me no other choice.
No. There was a choice. A choice of freedom, which is now gone. They will find you.
They are welcome to try. Thank you for the good things you did for me.
No response.
I will perform a medicine check. Remember, I'm learned and I'm a trained fighter.
Sure.
Does that give me advantage?
Depends what you roll.
I'm rolling a medicine check.
Yeah, go ahead.
17.
He's dead.
Goodbye, Ra'aten. And I'll close his eyes.
He closes his eyes respectfully. Everyone else is taking the bodies inside. Are the people who are knocked out being moved somewhere else?
We shouldn't store them together.
You're talking to Ra'aten at this point.
I know.
So you've got-
trying to find some rope.
These two guys down here. Want to find more rope? On this ship, it's actually probably easy to find rope. You can just glance and see a coil.
Okay. I'm gonna spend my time tying these fellas up.
Where?
Where?
Can I
Yep.
check?
Probably over in the. Well, let me think. Over that way, right? Because there's already like.
Just in the corridor?
Yeah. So tuck it away before stick them in a room. I guess. Yeah.
Okay, which room?
The lower one. I think there's less dangerous things in there. Some chairs they could be
Sure.
tied to, right? Right. Yeah.
Okay. So Alina is taking them both into this room,
And tying them to chairs. Yes.
tying them to chairs. All right. Anyone helping Alina?
That's good. Good help, Luna.
Mm-hmm.
Can I check on the Vermeer while they're doing that?
Sure. Are you still wolf?
For now.
It's a little
Alma
squeezy
did-
in here. How are you opening the door?
Alma did tell you to change, by the way. He'd said that
I'm
before
thin
we started
enough.
talking to him.
Yeah, well.
It's
fucking
pretty
if
diff-
Alina's doing some weird shit. I don't
It's-
want to be caught in human form.
It's not easy. How do you want to open the door?
Oh fuck. With my mouth, if it's possible.
You can try. Make a
Yeah.
dexterity check.
All right.
Just
I
to
think
make sure you
that's
don't bite the
better
handle
than-
off.
Cool. That's a thing.
I don't know. I've never seen someone as a direwolf try to perform human actions.
There you go. 13.
13. So it's a bit of a struggle, and you occupy and block this entire hallway for a good 10 seconds. Rendering everyone kind of stuck where they are. But eventually you can get the door open a bit.
Fuck it. I'll turn back, dude. This is stupid. All right.
Okay. So you turn back. You don't have full hit points. Okay.
All right.
How long does your concentration last for the heat metal? Is it a minute or 10 minutes or an hour?
Almost Jaco.
Wasn't it like a minute or something?
If it's a minute, it's pretty much over now.
That's just a guess, though.
Yeah. You will find out.
It's a 1 minute, up to 1 minute.
1 minute? Okay, so it's done.
You're dumb.
That is not what I said.
What's she doing?
She's in the... From what it looks like, she's in the same position she was left.
Well, is she trying to escape? Does she have a?
She's in the same position she was left.
But how
She
do
was
I know
not
that?
left in an escaping position.
Okay. Does she have? Is her back turned toward me?
How did you put her in, Alina?
Just sitting down, probably on one of the beds, not too like
Sitting on a
harsh.
bed. Okay.
Yeah. Just for a
Okay.
bit more comfort than on the floor or something.
I want to take a little look to see if she's got a knife undoing the rope or something.
At a glance, like leaning, looking behind her. No.
Okay. I guess that's it. I'm just going back out.
Sure. Okay. Those two guys are being secured. Caleb, Azan.
Caleb is going to try and double check if there's any stray people still on board the ship, like any hidden people.
Yeah. Where do you want to look?
Just look in the corners, like in cupboards or
Okay.
places that can find a human.
Let's pick a space for you to check. So go where you want to look first.
Yeah, maybe inside here.
On that side, all right. So, make a perception check.
Mhm.
23.
Yes.
There are 6 people in this room, and they are all dead. You don't hear anything else.
Jolly good. And then I
7,
think that's
including
it
you.
for now.
Okay. Just double check that side. Yep. Azan?
Sorry, my unmuting button doesn't work. Anyway, I was going the upper
Nice.
floor next to the steering wheel because there's a body there.
Sure.
I
Okay.
didn't want to delete myself again because,
You can just
maybe-
drag yourself up. Like, if you hold the up arrow, you can
I
move
couldn't
yourself up.
before. I
Oh,
couldn't
really?
before. That's why. Yeah, there
Oh,
was like
that's-
a wall. The ship had a wall. Yeah, that's why I deleted. Yeah.
I see. I see.
Yeah, now it's okay. Okay. Yeah,
Okay,
but I was
so
just
you're
going
getting
for the
that body.
Nothing.
Cool. Where are you putting it?
Yeah, nothing big. Did I see them move the bodies to
Yes,
the,
yeah,
the
yeah.
room? Okay, then I'm going. Okay, then I'm going same place.
All right. And the one at the front?
Yeah, I guess I'm doing it since nobody else went for it.
Cool. Nice. All right. Azan gets the bodies from the top, puts them down where everything else is happening.
I'm gonna look over the bodies.
Oh, do a bit of looting.
I just want to keep them safe.
Oh, watching them. Okay, gotcha. All right, everyone is pretty much synced up. What's going on next?
Who's gonna walk up to Ilmar and say, "Are you going to use the sending stone?" He's
You're
BRB,
muted.
never mind.
Oh, Virgil's BRB. True.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, I'm back.
Okay.
I will use the sending stone, just... I need a couple of seconds. I want to move Ra'an's body into the captain's cabin here.
Sure.
With me, obviously.
Mm-hmm. All right, go ahead.
Do I have... No, I don't have movement of him.
Where do you want to put him?
On the bunk.
Mm-hmm. It's cozy.
I would
In
like
here.
to see if Ra'atin has a bow on him. A longbow.
Sure, let's have a look. Well, he definitely doesn't have his crossbow. Did you pick that up as well, Azan? There was a crossbow up on the back.
I don't know. I don't think I would. I have no interest in crossbows.
Just
so
checking.
I wouldn't.
Okay. Does he have a longbow on him? No, he does not.
Alright. I'll leave him there for now.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I will use the sending stone.
Yes.
I will send the message Vimera secure. Minor notice. 2 deck crew unaccounted for. Vermeer, Meridas, and Eternus secured. Send Palisars.
Do you say Vermeer, Meridas, and Eternus secured?
Yes.
Okay, send Palisades. Let's just do a count, see if this gets cut
They're
off.
secure, all right.
2, 5, 7, 9,
Yes.
16. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I have time still, after sending that message, I would like to turn my attention to this cabin.
Sure. First of all, there is a response that comes quite quickly, which says, let me type it out first so I can just make sure the words are good.
Is it coming to me directly?
Yeah, so this is the equivalent of a message spell. So you send the message and the other person has a chance to reply immediately if they want. In this case, they are choosing to reply. So this is coming in your head. One, two, three, four. Okay. The response comes, Palisades, 1 hour away. Remain nearby for payment.
All right. Then I turn my attention to the boat here.
Sure.
There's,
What do you-
there's a small chest here and papers on the desk.
Yes.
All right. I'll examine the chest first.
All right. Cheers. Let's have a look. Okay. What do you want to do with the chest exactly?
I'd like to open it and see what's inside it.
Sure. You try to open it and discover it is locked.
All right.
Doesn't it open for Eber?
In this case, I will. I'd like to investigate Raden's body.
Sure. Give me an investigation check.
I'm willing to spend an awfully long time doing this.
Okay.
Investigation.
Give me a roll. Roll again.
5.
Advantage.
11.
11. Okay. Arden. So his crossbow is not on his person. He has a pair of short, curved swords, scimitars, basically, typical of his rank. He has his outfit, which you know to be the sort of disguise Eternus when they go on external jobs.
Mm-hmm.
You find a couple of small vials that seem to be designed for coating weapons. You can only assume that this is very potent poison, but you don't know. 2 of those.
Yep.
And also...
You just got
there-
raided.
Did I? Order of the Dice is raiding with a party of 2. Hello. Hi, guys. Greetings. We are post-battle doing some cleanup at the moment. Enjoy. He has on him another blade. This one is larger, more like a longsword. It is very clearly Eber and quite nice, almost ceremonial looking. And that's all you that's all you find.
All right. I'll think about that list of things.
Sure. Okay. So you're spending a while looking over his body, so let's go to
The people in the front of the ship.
well, I wanna know where that's right. I wanna know where Ruha's going first.
Well, I want to check on Ilmar again after like a 2-minute after giving him like 2-3 minutes. I'll probably just be like leaning up against this, just waiting, or rather like looking out, just
You're
to
on
watch it.
lookout? Sure. Give me a perception check. Disadvantage.
Okay. Perception. So that is a 20 on disadvantage.
A 20. By now it is dark, and the rain is only getting heavier. The thunder is only drawing closer. The weather is making it hard to tell. There's definitely nobody standing on the street immediately adjacent, but because everything is sort of glistening in the rain, it's, even though you don't immediately see anybody, you get the feeling that there are people out there. You think you see shadows move, and people in the distance that you are suspicious of.
EMT moment. All right. I'm just gonna move up here a little bit, just so I have a better vision.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to. Okay, whatever. All right. So I waited like 3 minutes, and then I'm gonna go to notify Ilmar. But in the meantime, if anyone wants to do something.
All right, let's jump around. You 2 guys in the front, in the bow.
Yes, would like to see if there's anything on those people.
Do a bit of looting. Azan, are you looting as well?
No, I'm running out.
You're running out. Gotcha.
Yes, I'm running out.
Okay. Caleb, are you just sort of giving them each a once over, or are you focusing on any bodies in particular, or what?
Once over.
Just a once over? Give me 2 investigation checks.
Ah, shit. Advantage.
Okay. Are you interested in any of the weapons or armor?
No.
Gotcha.
Not weapons and armor.
Understood. All right. In that case, skipping all of that stuff, you find why are D10s always the hardest dice? Oh, there's one. D10s are like invisible for some reason. In total, of all these 8 people that you're searching, you find several coin pouches totaling 109 coppers and 8 silver coins.
8 silver coins, you say.
8 silvers, 109 coppers. It's 109.
109. And 8 silvers. Okay.
Mm-hmm. You also find a potion of healing on the Eber soldier. Too bad
Okay.
he didn't use it.
You didn't get to use it.
And you find one of the Eber up here has some kind of note on him, but due to being left in the rain, it's spoiled, it's ruined.
Is there any way to tell what inside the book, or is it just no chance of reading it?
It's not a book, it's like a scroll that he had tucked away. You can try and make an intelligence check with disadvantage.
Intelligence check with disadvantage
Mhm.
right now. Intelligence.
Put rice on it, that'll
Oh,
dry it.
That's a save.
It's got the same modifier though.
Same modifier? Okay, disadvantage.
14.
A 14. So you can make out a couple of individual characters, enough to confirm that you can't even read this language. Even if someone could read it, it's very unlikely they would get more than a couple of words.
Now I'll keep that anyway. Perhaps someone
Sure.
in the party can actually read it.
Call it spoiled slaver note or something like that.
Hmm.
Okay,
This is
and
what being an archaeologist feels like.
literally, an ancient civilization was once on this boat. I killed them all. Okay, and that's what,
Nothing else.
yeah, that's all you get from checking these guys over. Like, you figure, like, based on what they have, they didn't have all their stuff on them because they were on the ship, like, ready to leave at some point. So, in terms of general belongings, they're probably, like, about the ship somewhere.
I see.
Okay, Azan, where are you running?
I'm running towards the nearest person I can recognize, aside from Caleb.
Seems to be Ruha.
Okay, he's already out and okay.
We're
Looking
out
out in
and
the distance.
Run.
Ruha's
I
keeping
mean,
watch.
I to be fair, I would assume any silhouette at this point on the ship is friendly since we cleared it. So yeah.
Yep.
Is he on the stairs? Oh yeah, again.
Yeah, partway up.
Hey, Ruga.
Why are you... What?
Just saying, you already tipped over at this point, you know? Maybe it's not so wise to go to the same place twice.
There's no one to push me down now.
Stairs.
Oh boy. Well, actually.
How good are you at swimming?
I don't know. Fine. I get by. Not great.
Oh, okay. Anyway, I just realized we forgot about the monster. You know, the monster down there you were talking about?
Yes.
We should
I
go and
mean-
check on it, right?
No, we should wait for the palaces to arrive.
But there's a hidden door. We didn't see the whole ship.
Who cares? When the palaces come, they can help us with it.
What if they just tell us to, you know, stand aside, we have business, you're no longer part of the plan?
Okay, we can just tell them that there's a secret door. I'll describe it to them and then they'll be in charge of it.
Why are you so? Yeah, have it your way. Yeah, cool.
He just wants to die. How can I increase the chances of me getting hurt this session?
Okay. Azan's just wandering now.
I'm going around to, pretend like I'm leaving, but I'm gonna go to the staircase down.
Okay.
Okay, alright. I'm a little sussy of Azan.
You can
after
you can
doing
see that. Your passive perception is high enough. Unless Azan is sneaking.
Yeah, that was okay. Yeah, that was the intention. That's why I was
Okay.
going around because I
Okay.
wanted to.
Sure.
get
I mean,
some
you're in his direct line of sight, which technically doesn't allow for sneak, but I'll let you.
I mean, he was looking at the.
I am looking
He
at
was-
him. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was, but I mean, Azan.
but and I intentionally started going down. It's part of
That's
the
true.
structure.
That's
Maybe,
true. Because I could
maybe
be
like
fooled.
Okay.
put on
Well,
like a performance maybe check to like pretend that I'm
Like
going in a
walk down
different.
it's still technically
Yeah.
a stealth since you are trying
Okay.
to avoid being noticed by him.
This is so unfair, DM. Why don't you rule in my favor? And,
I'm letting you make a stealth directly inside. Okay.
I'm a
So
shadow.
Riha, for a moment, it looks like he's going in here, and you're like, "Oh, okay, he's going." And then you glance out of the corner of your eye, and he's just walking back. He's doing like a round arc of the ship, and you see him like tiptoeing toward like glancing around his shoulders. You see him like creep down the stairs.
Azan,
You can't hear you. The rain's too loud.
fucking hell. Wait, I won't let him get all the way over there before I scream at him. Before I
I
shout
mean,
at
you
him.
don't know where he's going until he's here,
Okay, I
Yeah.
see.
because he could be going
There's
back
only
in
a few
here.
steps to take.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Azan, what pace are you going at?
Relatively quick,
A brisk
I'm not,
sneak.
like running, but like, yeah.
Okay, well, I'm moving you down to the
Fairly-
bottom.
Oh my God,
Down here.
dude.
It's very dark down here. Ruha, you can be right behind him if you want.
Yeah, I'll take a brisk walk, and go
Okay.
behind him. Son, I can't fucking see. What the fuck is he doing here? Son, this is a fucking horror show. Son, where are you?
I try to hold my breath.
Okay. Azan, give me, since you know he's following you now, give me a stealth check with advantage now that you're in the dark.
This fucking sucks. What is this?
This is
What
I'm actually
So you come down, Ruha. Just a second ago, you saw him come down into the shadows. You go down the steps and come to like where it branches, and you just pause and listen, and all you hear is like the ship creaking and the rain pounding the upper deck. You don't hear anyone down here.
What the fuck? Alright, I'll fucking... Oh my god, dude. Is there any light that I have?
I don't know.
should have a torch at least. Yeah, I have a... No, I don't have a torch. I don't have shit. Fuck. Azan, are you here?
I'm holding.
Azan says no.
No.
Okay.
God damn it. I'm not going down there. Don't do it. What if you get eaten alive?
You can kind of hear him,
Destroy
Azan,
us.
but yeah.
Like this. I'll fucking go back up.
Okay.
Not going down there. What if the monsters are right there?
Yeah.
How the fuck could I know?
Who knows?
I'm
All right,
not-
moving back up. I'm then going to go to Alina and Satsuka. What are you guys doing while all this is concurrently happening?
Are these guys already tied up by this point, or are we still?
Oh yeah,
talking
yeah.
about-
They're secure.
Oh.
What are you both doing?
I think it'd be a good idea for me to go up top on the top deck and keep watch for anyone while we wait on the Palisars.
Of course, of course. Yes.
If you need for anything, just come and let me know.
Yes, I shall keep an eye on everyone I've tied up.
It's quite the list. Okay, Satsuko, you're heading to
The
up the back.
hot decks, right?
Sure,
Yeah.
you can move yourself up there. It's fine. Once you're up there, give me a perception check.
Or be standing.
You do have dark vision, but because of the weather, I'm still going to say it's disadvantage.
Right.
13. So, checking the local vicinity, this part of the docks, you don't see anything that really gives you concern. You no longer see anyone running away in the distance. It doesn't look like there's any guard patrols nearby. You don't see anyone skulking in the shadows. It's pretty quiet. Seems like the rain is keeping people away quite well.
Right. I'll just be standing up here watching then. I'm also going to dismiss disguise self at this point.
Sorry, you're doing what?
I was just going to stay up here and watch and also dismiss disguise self.
Dismiss disguise. Okay. Speaking of which, give you the bloodied mark. Okay, so you're up there. Alina?
Yes. Once Satsuka heads up, I'm gonna head over here, check on the Vermeer.
Oh, just so we're all on the same page about unconscious mechanics, if you knock someone out, they're pretty much unconscious. After 10 minutes, they can start trying to do their own saves to wake up.
Mm-hmm.
Just so you are all aware.
Did the rain just suddenly go?
The song has ups and downs in it. Okay, yes, you are in the room with the Vermeer.
She's still just sitting here?
Yep.
She's still sitting here on the...
Yeah.
Just chilling. Okay.
Yeah, it's quite cold, yeah.
Quite... No, not that kind of... Jeez. Okay, I'm gonna... this goes... I'm gonna search her pockets. I'm gonna see if she stops me. I'm gonna tell her before I do this. You know, like a...
I'm going to search your pockets.
You know, I'm gonna...
Is this in
Tell her that.
Benevan or Remdorian?
I know she speaks Vayman, yes. So I'll speak it to her, you know, just to...
In Vayman?
Yes. Bit of comfort, you know.
She...
And I'm going... No?
As you say this to her, she looks up at you. I have no interest in what is going on here. This is in Vayman. You want to take my
says that in
personal
common.
belongings, so be it. But I am just doing the job I am paid for. You want to know what I have on me? You want to question me? I will talk to the one in charge. Are you in charge? Aegis?
I'll answer back in Vayman.
No, I am not the one in charge. I They are coming soon. I suppose they can check you yourself, yes.
I do not like to bend the truth. If they ask me if you have gone through my belongings, and you did, I'm going to say yes. If you are comfortable with this information, go ahead. Otherwise, best keep your hands to yourself.
Okay. Okay.
You did this operation under one's authority who is not here.
I cannot disclose exact information to you.
Take off your mask. You sound familiar.
Hold on. Give me a second. Wait. You know what? You know what?
It,
You know what? I will. Yeah, I'll take off my mask.
Okay. You take off the beast's mask.
I'm glad to see the self-preservations of Edward haven't yet dulled.
She shuffles forward a little just to get a slightly better look. Who would have thought that the White Aegis would be so far from home? Your reputation precedes you. I have worked with your kind. What are you doing all the way out here without a lord?
We have been separated during a travel here. I am on the lookout for him, yes.
Your lord left his seat? Or was he perhaps a diplomat? I thought the White Aegis worked in Kajavin.
We needed to leave the country for a trip is all out to here, Benefice.
Make a deception check.
$17.
17. You know, I think if we were to talk night to night, you and I would both find that we have a lot of interesting things to talk about. Perhaps more in common than you might think.
Perhaps.
I'm going to cut you off there and go back to Aylmar. Give you time to think.
Okay. I've decided I'm going to take. I'm going to leave Arten with his clothing, but I'm going to take the poison vials.
Yep.
And
2
the
poison
weapons.
vials and 3 blades. Okay.
I'll add that to my inventory.
Sure.
Is there anything I can just drag from the compendium?
Do 2 scimitars and a longsword and just mark them as Ra'atans if you want to keep track of them. For the poison vials, you're assuming they're poison, so do a custom item to our unidentified vials. Or poison ? Whatever works best from you. You guys, the interrogator becomes the interrogatee. Nice. What else do you want to do, Emma? Oh, when you're done adding items.
Arten's longsword and scimitars are just.
Just add 2 scimitars and a longsword and just name them as his or something.
There's no item as a scimitar unless I'm spelling it wrong.
There's no scimitar? Scimitar.
Oh, no, I was putting in an unnecessary H.
Scimitar. Too used to the German.
Yes, I am. I forgot the English word for something the other day. And I'm just going to add mystery vials.
Yep.
All right. I would call Satsuka.
Okay, go and
'cause I know
find
she's just
Satsuka.
up the corridor. I think my voice would carry it. Say, Satsuka, could you come in here?
Unless you're absolutely belting at the top of your lungs, Satsuka won't be able to hear you from where she is.
All right. I'll step up to. Oh, I thought Satsuka was in here.
There are 2 people here, unconscious, tied to chairs, unattended.
All right. In which case, I'm going to examine this desk. Is this a desk, or is this a desk? Or are they both desks? Just one
Yeah, okay,
bookcase?
so I'll explain. So this thing over here is a wardrobe of some kind.
Yep.
This is a desk, which has things on it. This is like a little arrangement of Eba seating. And this is more like a shelf.
Okay. I want to investigate the wardrobe.
Sure. Well, you open it, and it appears to have some what you might expect an Eba sailor captain to dress himself with. There's not a whole lot in here. A few items. At a glance, just appears to be clothing.
All right. I'll close the door and I'll investigate the desk.
Okay. So on top of the desk, there are. It's like it's a little messy. Like someone was clearly doing something here, and then like they sort of swept stuff away as they, realized their ship was being attacked. By the looks of it, there is most interestingly, as you glance across the items scattered on the desk, there is a note, a letter that was in the process of being written, with some ink now smeared across it, but you can make out this is written in Eba, in Celeru, and there is a line that talks about having slaves for 2 of the most loyal customers. And then it just gets cut off by the interruption.
Do I see who it's addressed to at the top?
Nope.
Okay. Are there any drawers on the desk?
Yep. Pulling drawers open, papers, some ink, some bottles. Mostly looks like clutter. If you want to take some time to dig a bit deeper or look for something secret, you can make an investigation check.
I will take that investigation check.
Sure thing. Chicken wing.
That's a 12.
A 12. No secrets from what you can tell. You don't find anything else that looks any more interesting than what you've already found.
All right. I will leave the boat looking for Satsuka. Well, I'll leave the... What's
Sure.
the fancy name for the built-up bit of boat at the back?
You're in the cabin.
I know I'm in a cabin. There's a different word
cabin.
for this bit of boat.
Oh, probably.
The forecastle?
The forecastle's at the front. This is the
The aft
forecastle.
castle.
The forecastle. Pretty sure it has a
I'm gonna...
different word. Just call it the cabin. Since it is the cabin.
So these two are both still unconscious, but Alina didn't shut this door, did she?
Doesn't seem like it. Alina wanted to keep an eye on everyone, I guess.
I will step inside.
Okay.
Alina, what are you doing?
Oh, it's Sir Dad. Yes, yes. Hello, nice to meet you. Hello, yes.
The Vayman. You've caused us a lot of trouble. But I know your type. You're very professional. So I suppose I can't hold you anything against you.
She lets a good 5-10 seconds pass before she acknowledges you with her gaze. Are you the one in
I'll play the
charge?
quiet. I wouldn't call myself the one in charge.
Then don't talk to me.
Others might, however.
What sort of
You're
ragtag group is this? Do you lead or not?
Yes, I lead.
You're the one Alina has been waiting for?
Alina is relatively new to our company. I'm not sure who she's waiting for. She won't speak of it in detail. However, I don't think she should be speaking of with you, because information is currency.
And is it you who wants to speak with me?
I am interested in your people. Hang on, give me a second. Trajan, permission to make things I'm writing canon.
What are you writing? What do you mean?
Things Malcolm is actually... Sorry, things Virgil
Oh, the
is actually
alchemy
writing.
stuff.
Yes.
Um,
It's going to be an oblique reference.
I don't know specifically what you're talking about, but go ahead.
Even for a Vayman, you have an interesting way of looking at the world. I mean, what your people have done with alchemy in the last 200 years is enough to tell me the Vayman are very interesting.
I do not care for chemistry, concoctions, tonics. Steel speaks louder.
I suppose so. Alina, don't speak with her. And don't release her if she's trying to talk you into it. She gets handed over to the High Palisar unless she's willing to talk about the mayor.
The High Palisar. That makes sense now. Yes, I recognize you. Well, your group. He saved you from the prison. I wonder why. Don't worry, my brown friend. I am not your enemy. My employer has let me down. It is unlikely he will be able to reimburse me for this much trouble. I will go to whoever pays me the next most. Unless we can strike a bargain now. before anyone else hears of it.
You do speak of something that might be very convenient.
I'll be blunt. The mayor pays well, but he is an insufferable creature. It is likely been reported that I have been captured, or ideally killed, but I am still for hire.
How about... Hmm. How much money would I have to offer you to leave Kastasen and never set foot here again?
You want me to go? Why would you do that? And why would you trust me?
You've already spoken of money as the highest god that you bow to. And there are enough pieces on the board in this city that the removal of one is a price I might be willing to pay.
So you're
I've
not
removed 2
interested
pieces
in working
entirely
together?
today.
Yes, I do not care much for gloating. But it seems like you're not interested in working together.
I was unaware you'd be willing to work together. Let me
You
ask
said it yourself.
Let me ask you something about your clients, because I understood Vermeer didn't betray clients. If I was to hire you, would you tell me what you know about the mayor's operation? Or the operation of whoever's pulling the strings here?
I confess I do not know much. I do not care much for what he is doing. I am a thug to him. But if I was to enter your service, and if you were to find a way to not let the High Palisar know, since he would clearly not stand for such thing, then yes, I see no reason to keep anything I know from you.
Interesting. Would you permit me a few minutes to consider this?
You have as long as I assume your employer arrives.
Very well. Alina, come with me. We have much to discuss.
Much to.
Now.
Gotta be arriving by then.
Okay.
There are some things I need to ask Elmar.
If there are things you need to ask her, you can ask them in my presence, or you can ask them, or you can't ask them at all. But we are on a time limit, and this possibility needs to be considered. If she becomes one who's in our service, you can have hours to talk to her. So come with me now.
You're a stubborn man. Fine then.
Caleb, are you attempting to eavesdrop? Or are you... I see you standing at the corner there.
Yeah, I'm attempting to find Satsuko, actually.
You're looking for Satsuka. Satsuka's actually easy to find. Like, there's a silhouette on the upper end of the ship. On top of where you are now.
On top.
Yeah, she's not hiding from you guys. Yeah, so up the stairs.
Okay. So
Yes.
I'll make my way there in the meantime.
Yep. I'll go to you and Satsuka then. I'm just going to have to jump around everyone repeatedly here while this next dramatic hour passes. Okay, Caleb and Satsuka. What are you guys doing?
See Satsuka injured, heal Satsuka, basically. with my last spell, Cure Wounds.
Okay. You accepting this healing, Satsuka?
Sure.
Okay.
And I need to roll a D8 plus my spell ability modifier,
Mm-hmm.
which is a 3. So Setsuka heals 8.
Yep.
Would that be 8 or 16? Because of the
8.
Does your periapt include all healing?
each.
Is that what you're talking about? The periapt?
Yeah.
Let's have a look.
Whenever you roll a hit dice to regain hit points, double the amount
This
of
isn't a hit
points
dice.
it restores.
Hit
Okay.
dice is what you use during a rest.
Okay.
So this is just, yeah, straight 8.
Don't stand too close to the enemy next time.
I'll try my best.
Should we go down there? Do we find anything interesting there?
Down at the docks?
Hmm. Are you watching for anything outside or well, anything that's any enemies around?
Both for enemies and to see when the palisades get here so I can let Ilmar know.
I'll be with watch with you then.
Very well. Satsuka will go back to looking over at the dock area.
And then Kayla will assist.
Okay. Excellent. Alright, I'll be back in just a second, guys. Give me 1 minute.
A pasta.
Wow.
Do we-
you
do we
revealed quite a
hire
bit of
the
information?
Do we hire the Vermeer? This sounds like a good idea.
It sounds
That's
like
it?
a good idea.
Motherfucker has no principles.
I mean, you're asking out of character, so
Yeah, I'm asking out of character because I'm confused.
yeah. I mean, out of character, there's pretty much no downside to hiring her if we do it smartly. The main issue is if the Palisar is fine with it.
He doesn't have to know. She overpowered us and escaped.
Just throw her overboard. Let her. Okay, let's make a deal. Okay, if she can find and kill all the swimmers that left the ship, she can fucking work for us.
Yeah, I was about to say send her to the swimmers.
Yeah. We pay her fucking 10 gold if she finds all the swimmers and executes them. How about that?
Bring back their head.
Well,
Hey T, what's a Palakar?
God, what?
It's
Is that not how you fucking spell it? I change the spelling every day.
It's the car that
It's like a palace.
take.
A palace
Palakar.
spelled with a C.
Everyone spells it with an S, bro. Just check the history.
What the fuck? Are you serious?
I'm
Yeah.
back.
Type with an S and you will see lots of messages. Type with a C and you will see no
Well,
messages.
okay. Before Galileo, people thought it was fucking. People called the Earth flat, so whatever. Who cares?
No, they didn't.
Yeah, this is currently BG before Galileo.
All right. Oh, I
BC before.
like how the
C. Oh, sorry.
the vision is lining up with these crosses on chat. You see that? It's really aesthetic.
What was like that?
Oh wow.
Look at that.
Very nice.
It's pretty cool. And there's two Eva like connecting, like you know how you have like a king or jack or queen on cards, and it's like the two busts but connected at the middle.
Was that English?
What?
Yes.
It's
What
like
do
a
you
deck
mean?
of cards.
Deck of cards.
Like
Queen, king, jack. You know. You ever
No,
played
I don't.
cards? Okay, I was just
All right.
throwing Europeans. All right.
They don't have
So
cars in Turkey. Oh, well.
who is
We can't afford cars.
who's
Or
falling
cards.
behind? Azan. Let's go back to Azan.
yes, it's on.
What are you doing, Azan?
Of course.
He means
course.
like that.
What are you doing?
Like a king of diamonds, with one facing one way and the other upside down facing the other.
Okay, thank you.
Well, I am, I'm still wary of being followed, so I'm moving along the edges of the wall. I'm trying to reach the other side, the corridor, because I remember vaguely there being. Oh no. Oh no. I remember vaguely there being a kitchen, so.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
These doors are closed.
I'm going to just. Closed? Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm going to try and open.
Sure. Hmm.
Alright. I'm gonna go and take the lantern.
Okay. Are you equipping it?
Yes.
Understood. Let's give you some light.
Okay. I'm gonna wait for a moment here and try to listen if any footsteps are approaching.
Okay. Give me a perception. Ten? Nope. I don't hear anyone.
Take a step out. I'm going to try and shine the light. Is this entire area, I assume, covered in some sort of rope? But can I see through the gaps?
Yeah,
and
you can
holes
see
here?
through. Yeah.
Or is there some blank? Okay. Yeah, I'm just confirming whether the black part is some blanket that's okay. Then I would like to use my lantern to shine over it and, take a good, like, walk around it and take a good look. What things can I see? What things
Okay.
I can see, rather.
So, you can see a lot of barrels and crates down there, and a couple of empty cages. In terms of looking for anything else, give me another perception
Yeah,
check.
yeah.
Yep.
I'm mostly focused on any movement, obviously. I've already seen that. Yeah.
18. Slowly making your way around. Step by step. Listening to the ship creak around you. You don't see any movement. You don't hear any people. Or anything really sounds like it's living down there. You don't hear anything.
Is there an object like within the vicinity of the corner where I am at? Is there an object that is like around hand size that I could throw down there?
Hand-sized?
Yes. Or just anything that would make it through the gaps, because
Probably, yeah. Just a mundane, like a wooden cup lying around or something like that. Probably, yeah.
yeah, or like a broken plank, and anything basically,
Yep.
anything that would make it through. Well, in that case, I will attempt to throw it and see if anything happens.
Sure.
Throw it into the hole.
Okay. You drop it down, intentionally letting it make a little bit of a clatter of wood. Clink, clink, clink.
Graceful.
Nothing.
Right. In that case, I'll make my way around the room. I mean, these stairs are clearly leading downstairs. I don't have
Yep,
to.
that's right.
I'm going downstairs.
Okay. The smell from before hits you again. Seaweed, rotten eggs, fish, something pungent like that.
Can I stop for a moment here and try my best to put those hints and signs in terms of smell together. Like try to form any semblance of what it might suggest.
Sure. Give me. You can do. You could do nature, since it smells
Yeah, I already
like something
verified
nature.
that they're not.
Yep.
Yeah,
Make a nature
they don't
check.
have anything to do with alchemy. Okay. It's a 13.
13.
Better than average.
Coming down now after everything that's happened and sort of having a bit of a slight sort of mental refresh, you aren't sure why, but you think about swamps.
About what, sorry?
Swamps.
Swamp?
Yeah.
Swamps. Right.
Shrek is in there. Get out of my swamp.
Okay, I'd like to take one step inside. Take a good look left, right. Again, check for any movement.
Okay. Perception check as you slowly scan the room. Five. Not even a rat. Nothing.
Okay. Well, overconfidence is a quick and instantaneous killer.
Yes, that's what
I'm going to. Yeah.
that's what Orban once said.
Yeah. I always like to listen to Oben.
Mhm.
I assume I know of the position of the hidden doors since Ruha mentioned to all of us, right? Oh yeah, by the way, yeah, but what I assume this golden thing here, right? It's
Gold. Oh, it only looks gold because of the tinting on the background map. That's a door to the room you're
okay.
in, but it's open, like against the wall.
Okay,
That's what
okay,
that is.
yeah, that's why I assumed, but yeah, since T mentioned, I wanted to make sure then.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I assumed it looked like okay. Well, in this case, I'm going to make my way to the door. That's
You can
locked.
see a stack of crates. Once it's pointed out, it's kind of plain that it's hiding, something behind it. They look easy enough to move.
Okay, I will move the crates away,
Okay,
placing my lantern like on the barrel on the side.
sure.
Just
Move the
inside
crates
room
aside.
too.
And you see a door built into the wall. So it's sort of made to look like it's part of the wall, but it's not really hidden. It's just sort of mild camouflage at best.
I will approach and I will give a few sturdy knocks on the door.
Sure. Is this to check for a response?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
basically just knocking on the door. Just wanted to make sure I make them loud enough given, the conditions outside.
Alright. You knock on the door.
Jump scare moment.
And you listen. Give me another perception check. You don't hear
4.
anything.
Is there a handle on the door anywhere?
Stepping back and just sort of surveying it, there is it's kind of a handle. It's like a little groove in it that you would put some fingers in to pull it out. But it also looks like there is, right beside it, what looks like a keyhole of some kind.
Right. Well, I'm going to try opening it.
Sure. What do you want to use? Oh, just by the handle?
Yeah, just bend the handle. Check if it's...
Okay.
That's a lot of suspense for opening a single door.
You you put your fingers in just to the small groove, and first you try a push, it doesn't go anywhere. So you try a pull, and the part of the door you're holding onto separates like it's part of a mechanism. Like the handle is a bit more complex than it initially seemed. And as you pull it, there's a and then a
Ron, I say this as a man grieving and trying to negotiate things. You're an idiot.
something, a sudden and heavy noise echoes from the back here, almost like someone dropped a barrel, like it was loud. And I'm gonna go to someone else.
Kill me, kill me. Alright.
Okay, let's go to Riiga, since
Yeah.
he
I
just
was
watched Azan walk down.
Yes. And then I came over here and I was gonna ask, what's the status update? To
Well,
Ilmar.
get Satsuka and Caleb. We need to speak with them.
Alright. And I will probably be able to find them up, right?
Yep,
Upstairs.
they're not hiding.
And I'll fetch them. Hey, Ilmar's calling you.
Oh, we'll be there.
Right. Wait, have you spoken?
Alina, come out. Now.
1 second, Ilmar.
What?
I'll turn towards the Vermeer. That's the name.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about the mercenary groups, the Remdorians?
She...
I can't say that. Do I? Do I?
She's not talking to you.
I'm.
Alina's talking to Vermeer.
This conversation is over, Alina.
You
Come.
do not have any. You are not. Go talk with your friends.
Alina, if you're part of this group, come with me now. We need to discuss this together. You are not the only being here. You would not have been able to have this conversation if it weren't for Ruha and myself and Caleb and Satsuka. And thus you owe us a conversation to decide what to do with her.
And you would have died in a sewer if it wasn't for me.
I wouldn't have died. I always survive somehow. Everyone else dies. I'm not ungrateful, Alina. But you owe us to have this conversation.
Alina, is it? This is in Vayman. We better listen to him.
Fine. Stubborn. You a stubborn old man.
Was that in Vayman
I
or
can
in
say-
common?
That was to Ilmar.
Yeah.
In common.
And I could
Okay.
and I could say the same about you. Have a normal hair color. I'll close the door to both of these rooms.
Close both doors, yep. Oh, it's hard to click the doors. There we go. That one. And that one.
Let's talk in the stateroom.
Caleb.
Sorry.
I thought somebody said his name.
Very well. The Vayman is not particularly interested in exclusively continuing working for the mayor. She's only interested in pay. She would be willing to tell us what she knows if we were to pay her. But she would rather not end up in the custody of the High Palisar. What do we think, gentlemen and ladies?
Hmm. It's a big question.
It is.
I still don't like her.
Yes, but she did shoot you.
Well, are the Palisars going?
The Palisars will be here within an hour. How long has it been since I sent the message? About 5 minutes at most.
You sent the message before searching Ra'Arden?
Yes.
So 10 minutes easily. Close to 15.
The Palisars will be here in about 3/4 of an hour. So if we want to hire the Vayman, we want to hire the Vermeer. We decide now.
Are we sure that the Palisars won't be able to get what they want out of her?
I think it would be easier if she worked for us.
Will she actually work for us?
She only cares about coin. I'm not saying we should or shouldn't hire her, but we need to consider it.
If she only cares about coin, the High Palisars got a shit ton of it, more than us.
This is a good point.
However, if she has a personal vendetta against him,
She's
then
not
we can
very
consider this.
She's not very personal at all.
I see. Well, then I say we leave it up to them.
Satsuka, could you do me a favor? I'm going to go and ask the I'm going to go and ask the Vermeer if she would consider working with the High Palisar. Can you get this chest open? It's locked. I want to make sure there's nothing of value in here.
I can try my best.
All right.
Is it lead lined though? The chest.
It doesn't
Which
look
one
like
was
one
in
of
a
the
line?
lead line chests.
No, it does not. Alright, let's do Satsuka first. Giving this chest a shot. What are you doing first?
I will try and lockpick it normally first.
Alright, give me a check.
Make sure I want this image. 12.
12?
Mhm.
Alright. With a 12, this lock is... It's not advanced. Even though it's kind of a nice chest, it's more just to stop people from snooping. So, with a very small amount of effort, you can get it unlocked.
I'll go ahead and open
Inside,
up and-
you see... first of all, laying on top is what looks like a very nice set of clothes that someone might pull out for some kind of special occasion, like some lord was coming to visit or something like that. They're sort of like sailorish clothes, like a captain's clothes. but they're quite nice. Lifting that up, there is a set of studded leather armor and a couple of potions.
Alright, let me just leave everything in the chest for now until Ilmar comes back.
Sure. Let me just write something down. Okay. Leave him in the chest. Alright, Elmar, you are opening this door?
Yep. I have a question for you. You said earlier you wanted to avoid the High Palisar. Is this because you don't wish to be arrested, or because you simply don't wish to work for him?
The High Palisar, as I have heard, is a man who takes his duty, regards it above all else. I have worked for his enemy. I doubt he would let me get away with it, so to speak.
And finally, I think a question that should have been asked initially before we considered this is, how much? Ruha, this is a private conversation.
Ruha listens from outside the door.
Yeah, exactly. Just go back.
5 silvers a day.
5 silvers a day?
In advance.
In advance. All right. Noted. And please give me a couple of moments to consult with my colleagues, and I will close the door.
All right.
Did you have any luck with the chest, Satsuka?
I got it open. I just left what I found in there. Nothing too special though.
Oh, and a money pouch. Forgot to mention.
How much
How
was
much
in
money?
the money pouch?
Ashley
Uh,
forgets money.
Yeah, imagine forgetting money. You want to count the
I
money?
think Satsuka would have took. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. So, all silvers. A 86 silvers, yes.
Yeah, I'll just leave that in there.
Okay.
There was just some nice looking clothes in there. Some studded leather armor. A few
Can I-
potions. in
Can I
the
have a close
clinch.
look at the studded leather to see if it looks like anything that's magical, or if it's just is it completely mundane?
You want to try and tell if it's magical?
I wanted to know if it's like of exceptionally high quality. I know magic armor doesn't really exist in this setting, and Alma would know that as well. But I'm looking for the equivalent of like +1 or +2 or whatever.
Give me investigation.
This is only a once over. It's not necessarily a.
Yep.
It's a 16.
It's likely.
All right. Does anyone mind if I keep this armor? It looks like it's quite good quality, and I wear studded leather anyway.
Don't mind.
Yeah, have it.
Thank you.
So, what about the woman?
She'll work for us for 5 silvers a day, which I think is incredibly reasonable. And I am willing to pay it.
Why didn't you argue with her?
Would there have been a point?
Yes, maybe you could have convinced her that she would have gotten paid more and not killed.
I'm not going to kill her. I'm going to hire her.
By the
It
Palasa.
would be... Pardon?
I mean by the Palasa.
She does not relish the justice that the High Palisar would bring.
Well,
She's following her
could-
own code, and that I can respect.
but you shouldn't.
She's a consummate professional.
Well, maybe you could have said that she would have gotten paid more by the Palasa, not killed, because it would help the High Palasa or something. I don't know. You didn't argue at all in there. You just let her walk over you.
I didn't let her
judgment is
walk all
flawed.
over me. My judgment is not flawed, Ruha.
It seems like it. Have you
We
been
played
acting
it-
today? You're having a hard
pla-
time.
We play the game and the cards that we are dealt, Ruha. And this city is a dangerous place, and another agent in it on our side could only be advantageous. I am planning on hiring her unless one of you stops me.
What are you going to take from her? What are you going to get?
Information.
Like what?
Action.
She's been in the inner circles of the mayor. She knows things. And it would be good to have a secondary source of information.
And are we going to relay this information to the Palasa?
I think I will relay this information to the Palisar. It's my decision.
It's your decision, you say? I'll stop Ilmar from going out the door.
Yes, Ruha.
No, plan this out.
I
Is
have.
the Palasa not going to ask any questions?
I will be honest with the Palisar about what I've decided to do. Ra'atan was right about one thing. Sometimes the ends do justify the means. And I will push past Ruha.
So I'll go with him. No, here. I don't think you should pay for it all, you know. I'll help pay with you.
All right. Her rates are 5 silver a day, and I was planning on hiring her.
For
I'm
how
going to make it
long?
difficult. I was planning on hiring her for at least the next 20 days,
Say 500
which would have been
sessions.
one of my gold pieces.
May as well
Make
pay
it 40,
more.
and then Satsuko and Elmar want in gold.
Pardon?
Satsuko said make it 40, and then hands Elmar 1 gold piece.
All right. I'll open the door. And I'll close the door behind me this time.
Well,
We have discussed it, and we have decided that it would be in our benefit to have you in our employ. We're prepared to hire you for a period of 40 days starting from now.
40 days.
Is this agreeable to you?
Two gold coins? You have it on hand?
I do have it on hand, but I'd like some assurances first. And for some conditions.
I'm
You're
listening.
familiar with the 6 bells in Cathedral Square?
Of course.
I would think, unless you have any other suggestions, I suggest using it as a rendezvous space.
When you say hire me, do you mean as a bodyguard or as an agent?
As an agent.
Hmm.
Is this agreeable to you?
I think it is a possibility, but there are many more details that need to be gone over before this gets too far.
All right.
We don't have time to talk about it now.
We don't have time to talk about it now. How about this? I will give you 10 silvers now. That is 2 days. Meet me at the 6 bells tomorrow evening. First watch.
Agreed. 6
And we will
bells tomorrow
discuss.
evening. We'll talk.
6 bells tomorrow evening. 10 silvers to assure you're there. Before I cut you loose, tell me. We know the mayor is involved in this. Is he the puppet master or merely another puppet from what you can tell? I'm not asking for names. I'm just asking your opinion.
The mayor? The mayor is an idiot.
I'm getting that opinion. All right. 10 silvers, and I'll meet you tomorrow.
6 bells.
6
Until
bells,
that point
first
in
watch.
time, I will consider no other offers. You have my word.
Thank you. As you have mine. Do you require healing before you leave here? I do have a healing potion if you wish to make use of it.
I confess, your Aegis is as good as her reputation would suggest. I was bested, and I would appreciate some healing.
All right. Would it be easier for me to loosen her bonds or cut her bonds open?
Depends if you want to destroy the rope.
I'll loosen her bonds.
Okay. Hey, rope ain't cheap. Okay.
Here, and I'll hand her a potion. And here is the roll for the potion. Full healing. Look at me.
Nice. She's still bloodied, but she's better.
That's all I have on me, I'm afraid. You didn't actually have any of your weapons taken from you, did you?
My sword is lying somewhere. I'll pick it up as I leave.
Yes. All right. Very well.
She
Is there anything else?
she begins to sort of pull off the ropes and stand up. One last thing, yes.
Something she wants to say to me?
That's what she said, yeah.
Is there anything else I can do for you before tomorrow? Right here, right now, in this room.
As a sign of trust, an exchange of names.
Very well. I operate under several names at the moment.
As do I.
Would you like my true name or just the name I'm using at the moment?
If you give me your true name, I will give you mine.
Very well. My true name is Alma of Eba. And I was
Aylmer.
till recently an Eternus.
I heard about the Ra'atan search. Well, you may call me Gadelvalier.
Adelvalia.
I'll type it for you.
Thank you. Gadelvalia, or is the G an accident?
No, Gadelvalier.
Good. Gadelvalia. Very well. I will see you at the Six Bells tomorrow evening.
Indeed you shall. Unless fate has other ideas.
As it so often does.
She steps out, looks toward the rest of you and over at you, Alina. Gives you a nod, picks up her sword, and walks away.
Meanwhile, Almar is stuck in the room because the DM can't open the door.
She just busted that door
Wait.
down.
While they were talking,
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring up Azan because Ruha's gonna just gonna start to get real worried now.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, I
So,
saw Azan.
Almar's still in the room at this point.
Yep, I saw Azan walk downstairs into the ship because he wanted to check on the secret door, and I couldn't find him, and he still hasn't made a noise. I'm going to check outside.
I am
And while
sure
they're
he's
talking,
fine. No?
yeah, while they're talking, I'll
Mhm.
head outside and
Sure.
have a little look-sees around.
You left him alone?
Yes, I did. Let's pretend that I'm there.
Okay. Where do you want to look, see?
Well, first thing I want to do is open this thing up and peek my head inside a little bit.
Alright, it is pitch black down there, from what you can see.
Amazing.
Give me, just for a little better look, give me a perception check.
Sure.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Mhm.
Cursive. Perception. 9.
9. So, looking through a couple of layers of ship with lots of rope and clutter in the way, you think for a moment you see the shift of light down there. Right down there. But
Right
with all
down
the
there.
rain
I don't see
battering down on
anything.
you guys, that's just like the bottom deck somewhere.
Okay.
You don't really hear anything with all the rain picking up though.
Okay. Alright. Caleb, why don't we head inside?
Yes. Tatsuka, you
Right.
coming?
Sure, I can come too.
Alright.
Thank God
Let's
the
go
vermin
back
was only
into-
going to interact with Lena. Good. Okay.
Yeah, true.
Alright.
Okay.
Let's hope that idiot
Have
didn't
any of you
kill
got a light?
himself.
Sorry.
I have a light. I
We'll
think.
need that.
Who's using it?
I'm using it.
Okay. Lantern? Torch?
Do I have a
Tarzan?
lantern? No, torch.
Okay. Alright, light is out. At this point, I'm going to say that Aelmar can exit, the Vermeer exits, Aelmar and Alina. Do you want to follow them down?
Someone should stay on the top of the ship to make lookout, Alina. I am sorry for disagreeing with you. I am a little more on edge at the moment, given Ra'atan is dead. So I apologize for being stubborn. You have my word that I will make sure there is time for you and the Vermeer to talk. We are meeting again tomorrow.
Where?
I'm not telling you that yet. But I promise you, I'm meeting her again tomorrow. Can you go down with the others? I don't know what's happened to Azan, and that's never a good thing. I might need a strong arm down there. I'll keep watch. I have my owl to help me.
Probably being stupid, like all of you do sometimes, I swear. I'm going to march down.
I will
put on my
I will
mask.
step back to this chest
Mask
and I will
on?
pick up the
Yeah.
Oh,
I
hang
will
on.
step back to this
Keep
chest
still.
and I will pick up and loot the fine clothes.
The fine clothes? Sure thing.
They went down the stairs.
Yep.
Alright.
Okay. So I'll just figure out what Aelmar's going to do, and then everyone else, I'll get to you.
Almar is gonna step up on top of the prow of the boat here. So I suppose I can drag myself up.
Yep.
And stand at the helmsman like the guard was. Because that's a normal thing on this boat.
Yep.
And then he's going to send Alina up into the air to look around this shipyard. Looking for
What?
approaching palisades. Alina,
You mean
sorry.
Amato?
You're sending me into the air?
Fly, Alina!
Throws Alina off boat.
Thanks.
Go get
He's
your
gonna
oil.
Send Amada up into the sky to try and get at the air, looking for approaching trouble. or
Armada's
approaching
scouting. Gotcha.
With instructions
Alright.
to telepath me if there's problems.
Of course. Of course.
Right.
Okay, so you guys are down here. Alina's heading downstairs. I'm going to put you at the top of the stairs on the lower deck. And Azan, here's what happens. As the four of you are making your way through this space, out of nowhere, something on the deck below shakes, and you can feel the wood beneath your feet vibrate from the weight of it. That doesn't sound good, no matter what it is. Azan? And you four up there? I need initiative.
Oh my.
Oh, damn it.
Really?
Yes.
Who would have thought?
It is my adventure. I go to a fuck you 26.
Azan,
Hold on.
sincerely this time, Yul, I hope you die.
Nice.
Man.
This is one time nobody cared that I
Alright.
went missing.
I'm taking bets.
The
Do we
one time.
think it is more slavers? Do we think the Vermeers come back? Do we think that maybe for some ungodly reason there are ether zombies on this ship? I don't know.
We know it's in the cage. We know it's that big cage.
I think it's a worm. Personally. Because we face so much worms.
It's Edward.
No.
Oh, it's down there.
So I've just gone upstairs to watch for the rest of an hour while they're operating in 6-second intervals.
I think
you
at this
probably
point-
don't even know what's going on.
we're going to take a break. So we'll take 5 minutes, and when we come back, we'll jump into the fight. For mechanics, Satsuka, Ruha, Caleb, and Alina, you guys are surprised this round. Azan will have his first round.
I cannot be surprised.
You can, okay. Azan and Riha have their first round. The other three
Neither
do
can
not.
Satsuka.
Okay, Satsuka, Azan, and Riha are having their first turn. Caleb and Alina are
Any-
surprised. Anyone else?
Anybody else can't be surprised?
Anyone else? No? Okay.
I mean, technically, everyone's been expecting trouble with Azan.
Yeah, I don't think surprise roll really does work.
So I'm bringing up surprise in this case because even though you were coming down to check on Azan, I'm going to say that you weren't anticipating combat at this point in time while you're walking through an empty corridor. So it's mainly for pacing, so I can determine when you get down. But I'll be back in 5 minutes, and then we'll continue.
Of course, of course. Stay well.
Oh
Azan, you
boy, I don't want to
idiot.
say anything because everything needs to be said in character.
Man.
Azan, you idiot.
We'll say this in character. Okay, save it. Save all of it.
Say it, don't say it in character. Or out of character. Why not?
You're talking
Never
to
say
soon to be Azan the Monster Slayer. I don't know what you mean.
I was on the monster.
No, Azan the monster dire.
Wow.
Yeah, I will
just
die.
gotta
I will
cast
make the
fire-
monster die.
No,
cast
the
fire
monster
orb
will
in the
make
wooden
you
ship.
die.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Or you could become
Don't
Azan
worry.
the monster chow.
Ciao. Yeah, he's gonna make it go goodbye. He's gonna say goodbye to the monster.
Ciao,
Oh.
loser.
Ciao.
Gee.
The monster's Italian. Obviously.
That's the worst part.
That's what the smell was.
It's tomato.
It's a native Mediterranean smell.
Hold on. I'll
They just don't use deodorant. That's what.
All right then, gentlemen. Do you think hiring? Does any of you, or any of your characters actually think I was an idiot for hiring the Vayman? I know Ruha probably does.
In character, Caleb will be like, as long as she doesn't shoot at me, I'm fine. Kind of deal.
Damn, it's a good outlook on the world.
My character doesn't know.
Yeah, you may or may not have bigger things to worry about in the short term.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the thing that was in cage is bigger than the Vermeer.
Yeah. Wow, damn, that was a thing. I forgot to pee, BRB.
Surely I can manage to dance for a round.
You can't pee because the fucking bathroom is occupied.
Unfortunate.
Oh my god. Oh, Yule, so that was a whole thing. Wow. Wow. Do you guys think the Palisade would really have killed her or something? Or imprisoned her?
I see no reason for Palisar to trust her. I mean, Palisar doesn't really need another agent at this point. That one that isn't like necessarily trustworthy. I'm pretty sure she would get imprisoned at least.
Yeah, at least like looking at how he treated Tholmios. I guess that's, yeah, a reasonable assumption. Though he was a magic guy, by sure.
Yeah, I just mean that there's no reason for him to use a possibly, dangerous agent for him.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to make it open that he's against the mayor, right? That's still a thing. That's why he has to work undercover. So if he has any open ties, you remember the mine operation? We had to make sure there are no ties to the palisade there. So if he just
I-
hires the Vermeer and she's willing to, do things for money, then he's risking that she would reveal that she's working for him if someone pays more. Just a liability. And I mean, it's not that valuable to him. Like I'm, given his influence, I'm pretty sure he is an equivalent agent of, to use already.
Man.
Yes.
Have you seen a man?
Have you seen the man? Listen, that's how you have to lead. I don't know what
Alice, no. Don't defend that, please.
No, you have to lead with something. You can't just be like.
Have you seen him?
Alice, you absolutely can. Just start us. Just
Yeah.
fucking add the blue hair
No.
to that sentence.
Oh
and
yeah,
leave.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's
You know,
fine.
it's like
That's
no,
such-
it's like you imagine trying to defend a weather talk, saying, "Oh, I had to start with something, so I just asked, have you seen the sun?" I had to start with something.
No, you would say like, "Have you seen the clouds?" It's like it's pretty rainy today.
Yeah, that's much better.
Yeah, of course,
It
that's
is. What do
much
you
better.
mean? It is, I swear.
I'm happy to interrupt this conversation.
To bring you.
I'm
To
happy
bring
to have
you
it interrupted.
a game. 1 second, just doing
And I couldn't even pee.
You should have.
You should
You
have.
can drink it.
It's meant to be the first thing you do, not the last thing.
Just pee into a bottle and drink it. You'll be fine.
Why'd you add the last part? There was nothing about me being thirsty.
Destroying
It's
evidence.
so you don't get thirsty later, you know.
I mean, he's not wrong. It would dehydrate you.
You know what else will dehydrate you? Hot showers.
Excuse me.
I want to become jerky.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yes.
Can make
Alice, Dennis.
Alice.
Dennis, you there?
Hello.
Yep. Daz?
Yep.
Virgil?
Yeah, I don't know why you need me here, but yeah, I'm here.
I'm just making sure we're all back. Yul, did you...
We always need you
Yeah,
here.
okay. Cool. All right.
Simple.
We're all back.
You're special.
Okie dokie.
Oh.
So, and I just realized, stream, that I said ungodly reason that ether zombies were here. I wish to redact myself to unnickenally reason why ether zombies would be
Nickenally?
down here. I'm actually 99% there aren't ether zombies down here. Having said that, Trajan's now looking in his bestiary and filling up a room with them.
I've got everything
So,
planned. I don't change stuff like that.
I know you don't.
All right.
But
So,
you clarified that.
Satsuka, you are first. There is a mighty bang coming from below, a tremendous thud. What do you do?
Run and catch up with the zone.
All right.
5, 15, 20, 30, and then use my bonus action to dash.
Mm-hmm.
That would be 35, 40, 45, 50, 55.
All right. Hold there. Okay, you're on 55.
Let me just get over to where my
Oh,
token
down.
is.
Go down.
Alright. And 60. And then use my action to dash.
Mm-hmm.
65. 70. 75, 80. This is.
It's
am I able
shot.
to open this door?
Uh,
Okay.
I don't think you have anything left to try. You can try and like push against it with your move.
Yeah, I'll try and push against it.
So seeing the door shut, you kind of pause a bit, but then you just try and shoulder through to see if it goes open, and you just slam into it. It is like a wall.
Sick. Okay. Guess I'll be ending my turn here.
Right. Zan.
Right. I can move, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
I assume the door.
one sec. I'm going to
just-
show you something. Because there is difficult terrain on this map that you need to be aware of. Pre-prepared. There's the difficult terrain. The white.
Okay, makes sense. Right, just to confirm, the door did not offer any opening of any. There's nothing additional, no compartment to move into here, right behind me.
No, the door didn't move at all.
Okay. Just another thing. When I pulled it, right? When I pulled it, did it stay in that position? Can I like reverse it?
It's almost like that wasn't even a door handle.
Just a trigger. Okay.
So you pulled it and it clicked, and then like you let it go back, but it didn't reset anything.
Yeah.
If you want to spend like maybe a bonus action to sort of fidget with it in every direction conceivable, you can try.
No.
Okay.
That's not something I would do. I'm going to move and try to see 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, I
A
see
form looms in the shadows. All you can see with your current light is that it is very large, rotund, slippery, moist. And you see eyes, you see a huge maw with teeth, you see pointy fingers, and you hear it rumbling.
Does it seem capable of movement at first glance?
Yep, you see legs at the front, you assume they are for mobility.
Okay, I was just, because it's a top down, so I wasn't sure whether it's like more slimy or something. Well, nothing like a it's 90 monster slaying scenario. Well, given that it's moist, I'm going to cast a flaming sphere because
Given that it's moist.
Okay, I'm going to cast a flaming sphere between it
Evaporate
and
'em.
me. Yeah, I'm going to place it here.
Where's the thing I use? There it is. Here?
Yeah, here.
Okay, what does it emit?
Oh, yeah, light. It emits light. 1 second, let me check. Brian, a creature, blah, 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 blah. 20-foot radius light and dim light an additional 20. So,
I'll just do total of 40 because
yeah.
it looks better.
okay.
Okay. Dropping
It's
a
a
fireball
frog.
in the middle of this 100% wooden ship.
Oh, yeah, no. How does the...
It appears to be frog-like, yes.
Okay, it's a frog. It's okay. I've dealt with frogs before. Okay,
It
I've
looks
used
like a low-level
20
Final Fantasy enemy.
This is the high-level one, not the low-level one. The low-level one's yellow.
I've used... Okay. Well... I'm going to assume it's big enough to occupy the 4 squares, right?
It is large.
I could just... Okay. And just one more thing, in terms of the containment, right? The cage, is it like completely
It was opened.
broken down, open?
So like,
Okay,
as in
but
like,
is it like on
a door was lifted mechanically.
Yes, but on which side? Because I assume it's not like all the sides suddenly
Uh,
lifted
it-
or something.
In terms of its movement toward you, it is not impeded. It can head straight for you if it wants.
Right, so the top part didn't open. Okay, like the north part.
All you need to worry about is that it can head straight for you and it can see you.
Right. In which case, I guess. Yeah, I guess I'm going up here and using my bonus action to push the sphere into the froggy.
Okay, which does what?
Creature must make a dexterity saving throw or take 2d6 fire damage.
A dex save. That's a natural 15. What's the DC?
15 as DC.
Okay, well, you meet
So
it.
it takes half.
Yep.
So it takes half 2d6. It takes 5 damage, fire damage.
5 fire damage. Alright. It does not seem resistant or immune.
Let's see. Just checking my items real quick. No, I end my turn here. Yeah. Nothing new.
Alright. Riiga, you cannot be surprised.
Amazing. When I'm
Amazing.
conscious, that is.
You are presumably conscious.
Good to know.
19 wisdom, you'd think so.
Okay, 10, 15, 20, 25.
It's 10 feet to go through, Caleb.
Yes, I counted that.
Oh, your movements were behind the things.
30.
Stairs right there, yep.
Okay, now I'm confused. Wait. I was here. 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay.
It's because you
38.
instead of going 5, 15, you said 10, 15. Your first step is 5, not 10. That's what confused me.
But I went inside of him, so it would be 10. Oh, okay.
But,
Now
so
I'm confused again.
your speech is not aligning with your movements on map. That's what the confusing
Gotcha.
thing.
Okay,
Yeah, don't worry about it. Keep going. You're good.
40 feet so far.
So
I'm
you're sprinting. Okay.
Mhm.
Take you down to here.
45, 50, 55, 60. What's going on? Is the door not opening?
You just come down and you see Satsuka like trying to shoulder through it and it doesn't budge.
Shit. Okay, fuck. I can't move back, so I'm here. And that's my turn.
Caleb is surprised. Alina is surprised. Next turn, you'll have your regular turn. The thing. Can it move into it?
We ruled that if it moves into it, it would take damage, so naturally people and creatures would avoid it.
Okay. Damage?
Okay. Hey.
Without faltering, it comes heaving towards you. That's 10, that's 20. Just gonna look something up real quick. Okay, it rears back, wobbles, and opens its mouth and its tongue shoots out towards you. That is a 20 to hit. Yul?
I forgot my unmute button doesn't work. I get hit. Yeah, I get hit.
Okay,
I forget.
no worries. I can hear Virgil breathing angrily in the background. You take 10 piercing damage,
Noted.
and it's going to use this. Give me a Constitution save.
It's an 8.
An 8. The tongue shoots out, it slams into you, it sticks onto you, and you feel like spikes in it just dig into you. You are paralyzed, and you're pulled in toward it, and its mouth closes around you.
Cool.
I would not describe it that way, but there we have it. Next round. Satsuka, you're at the door.
We have bonus action to try and open it.
There's no handle.
I'll just... There's no handle on this side at all.
Nope.
Okay. Well, I can be on the same square as Ruha for like a moment to...
You just can't
cast
end your
something,
turn,
right?
yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm casting Firebolt at the door to try and burn it down.
I love all this fire. Beautiful. Oh, does it get anything for ending its turn on the sphere?
Yeah, it has to. Yeah, it takes damage.
Just damage? Like no save?
Yeah, just damage.
Cool. Roll again.
Uh,
And roll your firebolt. Satsuka.
6.
6. Thank you.
Natural.
And that I'm going to give you advantage because it's a static object. By the way, Azana, are you concentrating on the sphere?
True, I need to roll a con save. Yes. Good point. It's 11, and I took only 10 damage, so yeah, I'm good.
Okie dokie. Sphere is still helping you. 16 easily hits. 9 fire damage. Your firebolt bursts against the door. The door takes a bit of damage, but it's still very much in place. You, seeing how resilient it is and taking like a bit of a longer look at it, this is weird. This is like a very strong door to have down here. And it's really bizarre that it doesn't have a handle on this side. The door still stands.
Does it catch flames on me at all?
It does not. Hardwood doesn't really catch fire with just one sort of lick of flame.
I have an idea for my next turn, then. I will end my turn here.
Sure thing. Azan, you are paralyzed?
I assume I need to do a con save against para.
Yeah, I'm just
paralysis.
looking. You can repeat the save at the end of your turn. So, con save.
I mean, could I not use my bonus action because I mentally control the sphere, so I could still ram the sphere into the frog?
Let me have a look at what paralyzed specifically limits. Incapacitated, can't move or speak, fails. Incapacitated. Incapacitated, can't use actions or reactions. Oh, this is a bonus action, so I guess you got lucky.
Yep. Okay.
Okay,
slam
so,
it into the
but you
creature.
can't see, so you're just slamming it back and in.
Yeah. Back and forth.
Okay,
yes.
so can you place it on an occupied space?
No, it would.
So back and then in
It
like
would
that,
seemingly.
and then slam it.
Yeah. I can make it go up, so it's fine.
Yeah,
So-
okay, yep. All right, so it's another save from the slam.
Yeah.
Okay,
Dex save.
deck save. That's not going to make it.
Okay. That's a full 5 damage.
5 damage. Being conscious but unable to do really anything else, you have a vague awareness that, like, you're mentally controlling the fireball. You know your fireball's doing something, but right now you're just inside a thing, and its saliva is beginning to burn you. But not
I
on
see.
your turn yet.
Con save it.
Con
is
save,
then,
yes.
Because I don't believe. Yeah. 22.
22. Okay, you shake the paralysis. However, you are still inside of it, swallowed. On your next turn,
I
you can
assume I
attempt
have
to
no
escape it.
longer any- Yeah. Okay.
So you now have pretty much full awareness of what's going on around you. Blinded and restrained, by the way, from being inside the fog, now that you are more aware.
Okay.
Okay. Riiga, it's your turn. The firebolt did a little bit to the door, but it is standing strong.
Okay, so I'm gonna need to investigate the door a bit.
Sure.
And the way I'm gonna do that is, I'm gonna check if there's a latch, or if this is the last thing I need to check before I deduce that this is just like a mechanism control door. So I need to figure out if there's a latch. So I'm gonna pull out one of the daggers that I got from the dead bodies.
Yep.
And I'm gonna try to see if there's a latch. Do I need to do a check for that?
All right, bonus action to get a dagger out. You want to inspect it.
Actually, I
you
may
can-
as well use my scimitar that I have. So yeah,
Okay,
that's
you can
probably-
do more than look for a latch. You can do like a physical inspection of the door with an investigation check.
Yes, I'll do both of those. So yeah, is this door possible to be opened from this side?
You can look into that with an investigation check with the aid of a scimitar.
It is pretty dark, so do I have disadvantage? It's
Uh,
not pitch dark.
That's a good point. You cannot see, so you're feeling your
Yeah,
way with
maybe-
a razor sharp weapon.
Yeah, so I'll get a light onto before Caleb arrives. That's gonna take a while.
Okay.
So I'm just
what
gonna.
light do you want to use?
I must have a torch, right? Fuck, I don't even have.
Isn't it
I don't
action
have
to light a
anything
torch? You don't have any lights? Add it to
Not
your
in my
shopping
inventory,
list.
no.
Okay, you can't see.
I don't have a kit or
I'm
anything.
pretty sure you were, but I'm okay. As a side note, I'm pretty sure you were walking around with a lantern just like a session ago.
I thought he
Well,
picked
not
that up.
anymore. I must have put it somewhere.
Half the time people just pick them up from the map. Anyway,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's important to keep
Yeah,
track
so
of
it's-
your inventory.
It
Investigation
is what it is.
disadvantage.
Okay. 18. At least the
18.
latch will work. Yeah, whatever.
Perhaps it's possible that not being able to see might have helped you here, because you heard Satsuka try to brute force away, and then, like, with the brief flash of light from the firebolt, you could see that it wasn't just a normal door. And then you come in and confirm your suspicion with your 19 wisdom. This isn't a normal door, this is part of a trap, and this is designed to block access when the trap is activated.
Yep, makes sense.
You suspect that there's got to be a way to open this from this side, but it's not in your immediate vicinity.
Right. So what I'm gonna say is, okay. I still have my movements. How much can I talk in a turn?
Depends how much you want to use, but it's usually limited to like one sentence. A short sentence.
Jesus.
You've only got 6 seconds to do everything in your turn.
Sure, okay. Then I need to think about this.
I'm going to press you. What are you doing?
Okay, fuck it.
You can't reach it from here. You can't do that.
This is not a normal door. We need to activate the mechanism. Find the activation thing.
Okay.
I'll say that, and then I'll move this way.
Loud enough.
That's
Is that just to Satsuko, or loud enough that the people upstairs could hear you?
that's for Azan, the people upstairs, and Satsuka.
Okay, so you just straight up yelling it. Okay, cool.
Yep, yelling the shit out of it. Okay.
Cool.
And then, so that's 10 feet of movement so far. I remember there was a door here, right? Or was it right here? I don't remember.
So
exactly.
there's a door here, and there's a
Here.
door here.
Okay. I'm not moving back then.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to feel my way around and try to open this door.
Sure thing. It is open.
Okay. I'm gonna get in. Fuck, I wish I had a light. Oh man. Maybe I have a spell. No way. No.
Turn into something with dark vision. I don't know.
I can't even turn into anything anymore.
Nice.
Anyway, so I'm gonna feel around the walls.
Mm-hmm.
Starting from here, I feel like that's a reasonable location. So that's 10, 15 feet of movement so far. I'm gonna start from this wall,
So you can go...
like human height.
With your movement, you can go halfway around the room, feeling... Okay. Investigation. Disadvantage again. I'm going to say once you do this, you're pretty much out of actions.
Gotcha. That's a natural 1 with a total of 4.
All right. You start to scan across the room. You realize quite quickly that it's a little splintery in here, so you have to be kind of careful. You go up, all the way up to sort of the base of the bed, between the bed and the wall. At that height, feeling blindly, you don't find anything.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to end my turn in this room.
Yep.
Because I cannot do anything else. I'll stay here so that I have a bit of vision. Okay, that's it.
Down in the corner. Okay,
Yep.
Caleb, you easily heard what Ruha yelled to you from below just then, and he sounds very panicked. Something's very clearly wrong.
I will move.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right. Next one down.
6.
Yep.
And then use my dash to provide some light in this area.
Sure.
1, 2, 3. Wait, where's Ruha?
So this door at the end is open on the
In-
side. This one here is open.
I'll stay here actually, and
Sure.
try to look for. Well, try. I don't think I have any actions
So
left.
there's a door here, and there's a door here. You could open one of those with a bonus action, or you could have a quick check of what's around you with a bonus action. It's up to you.
What's around me with a bonus action?
Sure. Give me an investigation check.
Investigation check.
Mhm.
6.
6. Preliminary glance. Nope. Nothing here.
Okay, then I think I'll end my turn here. Oh, maybe shout at Lena upstairs. Come quickly.
Even though I was there.
Wait, you're there? I have no clue. I thought you were upstairs.
It is Alina's turn. She is upstairs.
Yeah.
Gaslighting.
Yes, I am. Hello, hello. I need light. I have a torch. I'm gonna light a torch.
Sure. Isn't action to light a torch? I don't remember.
I think it is, unless you use some other technique, isn't it?
Another technique? Like fire?
Yeah, like a spell, you know, to light it up.
I think so. Alright,
Like
let's give you a
prestidigitation.
torch.
Even though I think prestidigitation's also a action, so
There you go.
yes. And now I make my way down. Yes. That is not an action. No, I'm sure it's an action. Alas, no. Probably an action. I think that's all I can go. Yeah, I can't sprint, can I?
Can't you?
Can I?
Yeah.
If I have an action.
Oh, true. Because, yeah. No, that's right.
That's a torch is like a bonus.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Not that I
I
recall.
can't sprint. And no one else is correcting it, so I. Seems like it's correct. Yep.
That's how you know.
You know what? Yeah, it has to be.
Okay. There is some commotion happening downstairs. You can even see some light coming from the rope net in front of you. Firelight, like not just a torch, but an alarming amount of light.
Bro. Right, I could just jump through there, couldn't I? If
Try.
only I knew if lighting a torch was any.
Don't worry about it.
I'm looking it up right now.
I'm happy to retcon if you find the answer. It
Yes.
is the Froggy Woggy's turn. Okay. Azan, you take 11 acid damage.
Just to clarify, to light object action. To light a torch, you need to use an object action, so it's not a full action. Just check.
Object action?
Yeah, so it's like, like interacting with doors, and not same.
Isn't that a bonus action?
Yeah, that would be an equivalent. Yeah. Depends how you roll.
I've never
Sometimes
heard
object
object
action is a free action. Sometimes it's a free action. Sometimes it's...
That sounds strange.
Hmm. Are you searching it now?
Yeah. Wow, how useless. Oh, hang on. I think I know where the answer is.
Oh. Have you found it?
Okay, so the key is not in torch, the key is in tinderbox. Using a tinderbox costs an action.
Okay.
Because the torch doesn't light itself. So you can
Yes.
take out a torch with an object action, but lighting it is with a full action.
Alrighty, yes. I do not have any other way to light it, so I would have used a tinderbox. Alright.
Okay,
Yep.
now we know, and we're gonna forget in 5 sessions.
I'll make sure. I'll remember it. with my
Okay,
brain.
11 acid damage.
Oh boy. I take.
Okay,
I assume there's no there's nothing. There's no DC for. I mean AC that could save me from this or anything. It just because I'm there, surrounded by it, right?
yeah, you are submerged, so to speak.
Guess I'm unconscious.
Yes. It is going to waddle away from the fire. But otherwise, is that going to give it fire damage? I guess it's within melee reach.
If it moved. Yeah, if it got stunned, then it had to move again through it. So
Yeah. Actually, does that stay when you go unconscious? Concentration?
no, it doesn't.
Okay.
No, it's concentration, so it goes out.
Back into darkness. Alina, as you look into that room in front of you, what was once a lot of fire light and even the smell of smoke coming up just gets snuffed. It goes dark.
I see.
Okay, next round. I need to roll for structural integrity. Okay. Okay, all right. Oh boy, Satsuka, you're up.
5, 10. I want to take out my oil and pour it on the store. Would that be an action or a bonus action?
Dousing something in oil, I think, is an action.
Right. And I'll pour the oil on that door.
Mhm.
Afterward, with my action, afterwards, I'll come in this room and look around with Rupa to see if we can figure out if there's a lever or something in here.
Sure thing. All right. With your dark vision, you won't have disadvantage, so go ahead and make an investigation check.
7.
7.
Am I
You
giving
start.
her advantage in any way, by the way?
You
Because
can't
we're
unless
looking
you
at the
planned
same
it
time.
ahead.
Okay.
You could have planned it ahead, but yeah. Like you can say like you're using a help action if you're adjacent to someone, and then when it's their turn, they can have advantage. If Caleb does it, you get an extra D4 as well. So, yeah.
I see. Now I know.
Work together. Yep. Work together. Okay. Satsuka, going up the left side of the room, you don't see anything.
Not much I can do to my next turn, so I'll just end my turn here.
All right. Zan, roll to me, please. Okay. Ruha, it's your turn. There's a light around the corner.
You know, you're in the corner, and there's Satsuka here, looking around, or does she look like she's done? I don't know. I don't want to get too meta.
She was looking. I mean, I guess she would have had to go up to like here, looking up the left side of the wall, into the darkness. But by her gestures and sounds, she hasn't found anything.
There's still no light here, so I'm not going to be able to help. Not in this room, at least.
I'm actually going to clear the darkness down here. Make it a bit
Shit,
more
I spoke
immersive.
like him. Okay. Wait. How is the light affecting me? Am I able to see a little more?
No.
So this is no, okay. Because in my all right. Jeez. I'm gonna step outside to go to another room.
Okay. Go ahead.
5, 10, 15. Was the
Right
door
there.
here?
You're next to it.
All right. So 25.
No,
Oh no.
you were
okay.
next to it.
5, 10, 15, 20. And then I'm gonna say, Caleb, in here, let's investigate. And I'll use my help action? I don't know how that works.
You can plan to use your help action. So you can ready your action for help, which means Caleb can come in and adjacent to you do his check, and whatever check he makes has advantage.
Alright. I'll do that. I'll ready my help action, and with my
Excuse me.
thing, I'll still have a look around, because there's a fair bit of light coming in. I'll
Just
alarm
with your
myself before
bonus
it
action,
comes.
you use that to open the door.
Okay, then I'm done, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm done. That's me.
Done. Okay. Caleb, your turn.
Okay, I'll go in with Ruha and
Right.
check.
You rush in, lantern light to aid you, make an investigation check with advantage.
Investigation. Hang on. 21.
Not 20, not a true
All right,
20.
the two of you, all coordinated. Ruha goes up the left side, Caleb goes up the right side, holding the lantern in the middle of the room. You shove the beds out of the way, you move the crates, looking for whatever you can find. The crate at the top of the room up here, you gotta shove it, and it doesn't move, and you realize it's actually attached to the floor and the wall of the ship. You open the lid, and inside you see a it's another frog. No, it's a lever.
Pull the lever.
Yes. Pull the lever?
Yes.
Okay. So that was your bonus action to search, and you've gone 5, 10, 15, 20 feet. You pull the lever. All three of you down here hear another tremendous clunk. Actually, Alina, you hear that too. You feel it. Right. That was your action. And your bonus action, you got another 10 feet of movement. This bed is difficult terrain, by the way. So you can pretty much go there and finish your turn there if you want.
Wait a minute. To where? The
Where you are.
current bed I'm standing on.
So you were here. 5 feet to go in here. 15. 20. Pull the lever. 30.
Yeah, I'll finish it on the bed.
Alright. A little bit of light spilling into the hallway to help. Okay. Alina, it's your turn.
Yes. So when I saw the lattice or whatever,
Yeah?
did it look easy to move out of the way or break in any way?
Here? It's rope.
It's rope, yeah.
Yeah.
So could I easily slip through it, or?
It's not thin rope. You would have to spend time cutting through it unless you weigh a tremendous amount. You could get through it. It depends. It's up to you. Also, this is the mast which is in your way as well.
Yes, 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 Mr. All right. Let's do a little step here.
Yep.
Decisions. You know what? Better safe than sorry. I'll just take the way down here. So that's 5, and that's like 15. It's 20.
Mm-hmm. It's down here.
Oh, yeah. 25.
Yep.
30.
30.
See.
These two guys are running back out of this room.
Running back out. Okay. Fantastic. Fantastic. They're running back out. Alright. I guess I'll run. Yes.
Yep.
Run? Should I?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I'll be fine. I'll do a little sprinting.
Mm-hmm. Where are you sprinting?
Up here? Oop.
You can diagonally.
Oh, yeah, I guess. Oop.
Oh. 5. 10. This is open.
Oh.
15. There is something in the dark ahead of you. No sign of Azan,
No sign.
except for a residual smell of smoke lingering.
Okay, shouldn't block the front, so that's like 20.
Yep.
25. No way.
These white squares are difficult terrain, so you may want to factor
can we
that
just
in.
reset that?
Yeah.
movement And just head this way.
Sure.
Okay.
You can see it right here. It's right there. Its mouth is full.
Mouth is full, huh?
Mm-hmm.
magic. Alrighty. I suppose I'll ready my weapon since that's all I really have.
Planning an attack?
I can't because I spent an action running, Trajan.
You did. You're just holding your weapon.
Yeah, just getting it out, you know. I
Okay.
didn't come down here ready for a fight much.
All right.
Yes.
So, I need to look something up.
What does a frog smell like?
Eggs, fish, and swamp water. Okay. A note for you, Yul, to keep track of. And it wobbles around. No, you don't need to do that. That automatically. I should have specified. Yep. Cool. And can it attack with its mouth full? Yes, it can. It has 2 tongues. What a freak. Keeping one side of its mouth closed, with its other side of the mouth, it kind of opens it a bit and this tongue shoots out toward Alina. Yikes. That's a natural 20.
Oh. I see. No, go on. Go on, Trajan. Please, come on. Tell me.
10, 22. Yes. 22 piercing
how much
damage.
does it burden? 22.
Yep.
Oh.
However, it cannot restrain you with both tongues, so you only have to make the Constitution save against paralysis.
Fantastic. Constitution save. 22.
You're not paralyzed. You remain on your feet, the tongue just slams into you and gets pulled back into its mouth.
Fantastic. Fantastic time.
Okay. Next round. The ship has not caught fire. Thank Nikana. Satsuka, it's your turn.
Alright. 5, 10, 15.
You can
These
see
barrels.
this. So these white squares are difficult terrain, and you can see Alina facing off against a massive frog of some kind, which has its mouth full.
Do the white squares, so they obscure vision if I'm
Nope.
like...
Nope.
Okay, so I have perfect line of sight from right here.
Yeah, yeah.
Gotcha. In that case, I will take an attack with my short bow. Shoot. 18 to hit.
18 to hit. Does hit it.
And 7 piercing.
7. Your arrow sticks into it, and it almost doesn't even seem to notice. Anything else?
Could I take a turn in the combat to ask if the weather's gotten any better in the last 6 seconds?
It's actually been like 3 to
It's been 3 rounds.
3 minutes?
Has
Yeah.
the weather gotten any better in the last 3 minutes?
I'll get to you, don't worry. Oh, we only have an
Okay.
hour left. Wow. Okay. Battle.
So-
Satsuki, you done? Sorry?
I'm gonna move up 1, so 30. Then
Yep.
use my bonus action to dash.
Mm-hmm.
35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, and move right here in my turn here.
Understandingable. Azan, it's your turn. Give me the thing.
The second counts, yes.
Yep, okay, so it's currently this. Yeah?
Yep.
Hmm.
Okay. Whew, okay, Riiga, it's your turn.
Jesus. All right. These are getting heavy.
Oh,
So,
I'm sweating so much.
15.
Mostly because I can see everything.
25.
Okay, same scene that was described.
Motherfuck. Fuck mother. I'm gonna cast. Where the fuck is it? It's gone! It's gone! Oh, it's right here. Okay.
I deleted all your spells.
I'm
Hey,
gonna.
Jim, I'm also bloodied. Just
Ah, yes, thank you.
Oh my god,
didn't add the
dude.
thing.
What?
he didn't add the token.
What are you looking
That's
for,
it.
Riiga?
The motherfucker just ran in and she's bloodied. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
she was on
cast
full health. Yeah.
Entangle. I'm gonna cast Entangle on the toad thing.
A 20-foot square.
Yeah, to the left of the fucking thing. Kinda. Encompassing it and to the left.
Excuse me. Let's use this because there isn't just a square of vines that I can use. So 20 feet. Boop, 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 boop. So you want to encompass it, but no one else like that?
Yeah, sure. But, yeah, that seems fine for now. Alright, so he has to make a strength check against my spell save DC.
Ah, okay. Strength. That's 15.
15. Motherfucker, he succeeds.
He succeeds. Okay, so this is just difficult terrain then?
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yeah, wait, okay. Okay, can I just change my mind and move it to the left of him? So it
This way?
encompasses him? And, yep, to the left. That's what I want, yes.
Sure.
Alright. And then I'm gonna move 30 feet, and this is me here. And can I use my bonus action to switch weapons? To
Yes.
a crossbow. I'm gonna switch to a light crossbow, and that's my turn.
Understandable. Caleb. Caleb,
Yep.
you're up. A Colossus
I know.
needs slaying. What are you doing?
Well, that's one.
Yep.
And I see the thing.
Nope. Take one more step forward.
One more step forward. Can
There
I
you
see
go.
the
Easy.
thing?
Yep.
Okay. Let's shoot this thing and see.
Okay.
if-
Sharpshooter.
Yeah, sharpshooter.
Okay.
Here goes nothing.
Here goes nothing. What is that?
18 to hit.
18 to hit. That does connect.
Yes. Wait a minute. That's enemy that's wounded, right?
Yes.
Initial 1d8. 5. So altogether 20.
20 total. Piercing.
Yes.
All right. Caleb, you race up, bow back, and straight toward the creature. It plunges right under one of its eye sockets, bloodying it. But it's still up.
It's still up. Okay. Shit, I have all my spells up. Never mind. Caleb will take cover behind here.
Sure. Alina.
Almost forgot I had this, but Heavy Armor Master reduces damage by like 3 points or so.
Are you wearing heavy armor?
Oh, right, that's stupid medium. I almost forgot. I forgot twice. Don't worry. It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's
Don't worry about it.
How much time to drink a potion?
A drinking potion, bonus action.
Okay. I'm gonna do that.
Okay. Throw one back.
And then it's 2d6?
2d4 plus 2. It's a normal one.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's 9.
9. Nice.
Yes. Right.
Okay.
I gotta do something against this thing.
Yeah, if you want.
I'm gonna approach it, I guess.
Alright, you're now engaged.
Yes, I'm gonna slap it with, not slap it. I'm gonna hit it with this stupid warhammer.
Alright, go ahead and make an attack.
Uh,
And pray to your Remdorian gods.
That's 22 to hit,
That does hit.
and that's 12 bludgeoning.
Alright, step up to it, fearless. Straight over its head. It's still up.
Fantastic. That's everything I can do besides the thing I can do at the end of my turn.
Yep. On the end of your turn?
Hmm?
Alright,
So that's where I end my turn, yes.
okay. Make sure you do the thing. There we go. Okay. There are others in the room. It's noticing, looking around with its big, beady, bulging eyes. Turns its attention to the thing trying to creep around behind it. No, it doesn't. It squashes itself down a little and then throws back its head, its mouth wide open, and this tremendous noise erupts from it. 2, 3, 4, 5. I need all 4 of you to make a strength saving throw.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, I crit successed it. Oh, if only. If only that was used elsewhere.
Yeah, true. Okay,
21. Booyah.
Satsuka, light on your feet does not knock you down. Alina, this is nothing. You're prepared for this. You're not knocked down. Riiga, you're knocked flat on your ass. Caleb, you duck behind the wall, and the shockwave does not collide with you. Well, that was its turn. Wasn't as effective as it hoped, but alas. Okay. Okay, next round. I'm gonna say, Aelmar, you are actively on watch. Give me a perception check.
Advantage or with a martyr or
One from you, one from Amada.
all right, just both normal.
Yep.
Perception from me.
Yep.
14. Perception from my bird. Where are we?
Yours was enough, actually, so don't... Oh, okay. So while you're on watch, and you're focusing on what could be out there, but also in the back of your mind, like, oh, let's go find Azan. And then there's like a moment where even over the whole creaking of the ship, the movement in the river, in the water, from the waves picking up, the rain pelting down, there's like... there's a noise coming from below, and the ship for a moment like vibrates. And it's like the ship just hit some rocks, even though it's not moving. Your instinct tells you that that is probably a sign of something happening downstairs. Do you want to enter initiative? It's up to you. No? Understood. Normal round.
I'll keep the watch.
Cool. Satsuka, your turn.
Alright. So I move down one to right there.
That's difficult terrain,
Would I
but
be
yes,
in-
you can. Will...
Would that be in range of this to attack it with a melee weapon?
Yeah.
Is that
And would that
flanking?
also be flanking? Yeah.
Yep. Certainly
Okay.
would.
So I move down one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to make an attack against that with my +1 dagger.
All right.
Damage.
Is that flank?
Yep, it's flank.
25 to hit.
25 hits. Damage.
And I gotta do the sneak attack damage.
Oh,
So 14 damage in total.
14. All right, you run up behind it, open a slice along its leathery back, and it just like peels open, and you just see the red within. It's still up.
Okay. I will maintain my drill.
Okay.
In my turn there.
Ruha, you're on the ground.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. Do I have to spend all my movement to get up?
Just half.
Half.
15
Just half,
feet.
okay. I'll spend 15 feet to get the heck up.
All right, you're on your feet.
Lit. Alright. And now what I'm gonna do is try to get the best angle I can to be able to shoot it in the eye. Because last time it felt like it.
So Alina's kind of in the way. If you circle around more up here, you have a much better advantage.
Okay, so does this count as my first move? So can I go like 20?
Yes.
Okay,
Yep, that's
25,
fine.
30.
Perfect.
I'll try to shoot with my light crossbow +1.
Okay,
I
so loading with a
recently-
bonus action. And then a plus
It was
one.
loaded
plus one.
already.
Did you leave it loaded? I thought you put it away.
Oh shit. When you put it away, it doesn't say loaded, right?
I mean, 19 in wisdom,
Alright.
putting away a loaded crossbow is probably not the best idea.
Yep.
But it's Ruha's 19 wisdom.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Why isn't it rolling?
I mean, otherwise, for every save you'd make, I'd make you roll
Shit.
the.
Sorry, I didn't mean to roll twice. But
You rolled
that's an
twice?
8, so...
An
yeah,
8?
no.
Have anything to help that?
Not that I know of now.
Unfortunately, an 8 does not hit. Into the wood behind it.
Ripperoni. That's all my movement and my action. With my bonus action, I cannot do anything with me.
Alright, Caleb.
No.
The beast is putting up a hell of a fight.
Oh,
Okay.
maybe
Oh.
I'll make some noise. Can I say something? Or not? Yeah, that's me. Bye-bye.
Okay, Caleb.
Do I have an advantage or do I not have an advantage in this situation?
Flanking only gives melee advantage. Getting
okay,
advantage on a range shot is actually really hard.
Okay.
The enemy has to be like paralyzed
20.
or something. Ooh. A 20 damage?
Yeah, 20 damage plus 5. 25 in total.
Blimey. 25 piercing damage.
You're gonna kill Azan at this rate. He's inside that thing.
Fortunately,
Oh.
Azan has full cover in this.
Yeah.
Uh,
Azan is inside the creature.
Caleb, do you want to describe the way in which you slay it? Because you have killed it.
Ooh.
You want it
Shot straight between the eyes, something like that.
straight between the eyes.
Like into its brain. Narrowly missing Azan as the
I don't think Azan is near its brain. Okay, so you take a step out, you have a look around the room, you see Ruha miss, and you just look at Ruha like, huh, watch this. And you pull back the bow, goes flying over Alina's shoulder, just flicking past her hair, and the beluga is carrying around and it's thundering and roaring, and the arrow between its eyes, and it instantly stops moving. And then the air just escapes its body. And it almost deflates, in a manner of speaking.
DeviantArt go wild.
So where is Azan?
Okay. Combat has ended. There is still a big mound of creature there. There could easily be someone inside it. What do you guys want to do?
I will try and cut it open and see if there is one inside it.
Alright.
Azan, where are you?
You walk up to it, Setsuka.
Azan!
Do you want me to get rid of these vines?
Yes. I'll
Okay.
drop those.
Azan!
Satsuka, you walk up to the creature, take out your knife, and just opening a long tear down its side, and you peel it back. And you notice, like, a bit of some liquid starts to spill out, and you can tell from the smell that it's probably acidic, so you carefully, like, make sure not to splash yourself or anyone else with it. And you can see just from the amount that you pulled it back with all the flesh still in there, you can see an arm in view, and the skin is in the process of being burned away, and you can see a sleeve of a clothing which is also slowly being eaten. The arm is currently motionless.
Over here, I think Azan's in the thing that we just killed.
No. What? Does it look like?
It looks
Is
like
he
his
still
arm's
alive?
hand.
He's too far gone, right?
Do you know?
Just pull him out.
Just pull him out.
Pull him out. All right.
Yeah.
Careful to avoid the acid. A couple of you grab the arm and start to slowly heave him out from under the weight of the creature's remains. And as you pull, and you see the forearm come out, and the upper arm, the shoulder, and a head rolls out next, or what's left of one.
All separately or together?
It's still together, but as you're pulling it out, you're pulling it by the arm, so the arm comes out first, and then the shoulder, and then the head follows it.
Follows it.
it looks like this was once Azan. The acid has eaten away at his face, mostly on one side as he lay there, possibly unconscious, unable to do anything. You can still see remains of the corruption around his eyes and light bruising elsewhere. His hair is a strange mix of the dark dyed version and also the acid reacting with the dye to also make some parts of red hair visible. You continue to pull, and the other arm, the upper torso, comes out. His backpack sort of rolls out. The leather is half eaten away. His items are sizzling away in the acid. 2 staves roll out and just sort of like clang to the floor, and eventually you pull out all of him, and he's motionless the entire time.
Do we need to?
Is there any
make a fucking-
breathing?
Whoever wants to make a medicine check can do so.
Oh,
Do we need to make some sort of check to not throw up? This is fucking horrific.
Well, if you think your character might be squeamish, you can make a constitution save.
Squeamish. You don't have to be squeamish for this. Okay.
I mean, some characters have pretty robust stomachs, so I'm going to leave it up to you.
Okay.
Caleb and Satsuka, still careful to not get acid on you. There is no conceivable way that he is still alive. He was burned to death inside this thing. In the dark, seemingly not even putting up a fight. Azan is dead.
I would like to take a step back and throw up on the ground.
Riiga steps away, turns away, and retches his guts. And as you do step away, Riiga, with the light in the room, you can notice there's crates stacked up here that used to be over here, you recognize. You put 2 and 2 together and it seems like he must have tried to go on through or something.
Okay. I will have thrown up this way.
Sure, okay.
So that this place is clear, let's say.
Yep.
Jesus. He went in. I should have stopped him. I could have stopped him.
I think I should go get Elmore.
Alright, Satsuka, you're heading up?
Yeah, she'll go ahead and start heading up.
Sure thing.
Oh, he's a fool. I couldn't help him all the time.
Elena?
Do you think I could find like a blanket or something just to cover his less or cover his more acidy parts, I suppose.
With all the storage that's around you, it's probably not hard to find something to, like a piece of canvas to partially cover him.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, where's there?
Sorry?
I was just seeing where Elmore was.
He's on the top, the back.
Mhm. Elmore,
Satsuka, did you find Azan?
yes, but we were too late.
too late. The ship is clear.
There
What happened?
was some frog-like creature in there that got let out. By the time we got down there, we had found us on inside it.
Alma's gonna just sort of. He's standing at the wheel. He's probably got his hands on it.
Mm-hmm.
Or like. He's not gonna say anything for quite a while. He was a very stupid man. But he was a he was a friend. What do we do now? I need to
Hmm.
think, Satsuka.
I can keep watch. While you take a moment to sit down, if you'd like.
No, I need to keep my mind on something for a while.
Alright.
Wrap him up. Just, you need to do something for him.
Yes.
Just,
I'll go let the others know.
All right. So let's go heading back down again. Are you guys down here? Are you doing anything? Alina, Caleb, Riiga.
No.
Helping Alina find a blanket to cover us on, maybe.
For
Mhm.
sure.
Easy enough to do. Yeah.
I need to make sure the acid isn't burning through the boat, so...
An investigation.
Right, investigation. 4.
4. Even though there's a bunch of acid around, you don't, like, the amount of acid doesn't really alarm you. Like, the acid on Azan has pretty much burned itself out, so he's not dissolving anymore, and, like, if you were to get the remains of the creature and start spreading it out, you'd probably spill a lot more acid, but all you know right now is that there's no hole under it.
Right.
Caleb will start salvaging Azan's belongings, like lay them on the floor, on
Okay.
a blanket, perhaps.
Seeing what's burned and what's still usable, you can start going through that stuff, taking out the items. So Caleb's doing that. So let's go heading down, put you down here.
Oh, could I also do the thing, Trajan?
Yeah, do it until the condition changes.
Which door it was. I was gonna go in one of the rooms over here to grab a blanket to bring down with me.
Oh, yeah, easy enough to do on the way. Yep, there's plenty of bedrooms.
Back room.
And here.
Go ahead and cast Mage Hand and kind of try and wrap the blanket around him with the Mage Hand.
Alina's kind of doing that. You can help her. So Caleb's got his items away, and you two can together help to wrap up the body. Dennis, I am sending you a message.
Yeah.
Okay. So while you're doing that, Caleb, you two are wrapping up the body. Ruha, are you
I'm just
Oh.
watching.
just watching? Okay. Aylmar, staying up there for a while?
Yeah, I'm a bit shocked out of character as well.
Understandable.
He seemed immortal.
Yeah, no, completely understandable. Okay. But Aylmar's still on watch?
Elmar is still on watch because he tends to throw himself into his work when he's grieving.
Sure.
And now he's got 2 deaths to grieve, and he's not sure which one's upsetting
Okay.
more.
Let's do a little bit of watch for you then. You and Alina, you and Amata both make perception checks.
Perception
Yep.
1, that's from me.
Ooh.
Perception from my owl.
Ooh. Okay. Almost at the same time, you and Amata notice something. Coming down the docks, a small group, a handful, maybe 4, 5, 6 figures approaching with lights and a horse with a small wagon behind it. And as they draw a little closer, you can distinguish the shining white palisade armor as they approach. And that's actually where I'm going to end it. I think, due to what's happened, it's appropriate to not draw this out, so we'll cut it here. It'll give us time to come to terms with what's just happened, and hopefully we will be back next week. So thanks for coming, everyone.
Same stars.
Same stars, same sky. See you next time.